for my sanity here. Put your hands up in the air for me. Perfect. All right, and on three, we're gonna give it a old clap. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. All right,
So much
ladies and
faster than
gentlemen,
you. God,
welcome
you would
to
die in the
Distinguished
Old
and Chubby.
West against me.
You want to draw? We'll do a draw. I'll do a draw with you right now. Get up. Let's draw. We're doing a draw. Get up. Let's do fucking drawing. All right, ready? 3.
Bro, you just suck it. It's the Old West. I don't play by the rules. I don't play by the rules. It's the Old West.
Shit, dude. Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, Distinguished and Chubby, episode 7, special Thanksgiving edition. I don't know if this is the last one for the year, so fucking strap yourselves in. It might be, I don't fucking know. My name is Sushifishninja, always joined by my distinguished host, Gerbiliscious. Did I point the right way? I did. Hey, what's up? We are, what is that? What is that?
Alfalfa.
Dude, what just happened there, man?
I got excited.
That happens, dude. I get it
When
completely.
I get excited, shit stands at attention.
It may not be what you think it might be, but it'll surprise you. So the live edition of the podcast went super duper well the last time, and that was not recorded. And this time we're gonna put this bad boy on the internet. But the most fun part about it was you guys asking questions. So in Gerb's chat and in mine, you guys feel free to ask questions about whatever the fuck you guys want us to talk about, and you can ask us questions directly and we'll answer them.
So, a couple of things.
Uh-huh.
You can ask questions literally about anything.
Yes.
Butt stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm your guy for that.
Definitely.
Call of Duty.
That's me.
Sushi's your guy for that.
That's me.
Butt stuff. I'm your guy for that.
Yep.
First person shooters.
That's me.
Sushi's your guy for that.
Yeah.
Butt stuff. I'm your guy for that.
He's your guy. That's the guy.
I mean, hit me up in the DMs for butt stuff, people.
Hit him up, dudes. Hit him up. Okay, so
Yeah.
actually, funny topic. Never mind. I won't talk about that right now. So
Well, I have to know now.
No. We're putting it on here. No. We'll do it later. Anyway,
No.
Did you see the new? No. Did you see the new season
Nope.
for COD?
Nope.
It's
Nope.
not looking super great. What?
I have to know now.
We can't know that. I can't put that on the internet right now.
You got a finger in the booty and you're still
No.
you feel weirded
Other
out
way.
about it?
Other way.
What did Kyle have you do to him?
You can ask him.
Okay.
Dude, I'm so sad. Saturday, I have to go to the shop for the very last time.
What shop?
The shop.
Candy shop?
Yeah, the candy shop. The shop that me and him, the vape shop, me and him opened together. We're going for the last
Why do you have to
time.
go? Why?
We have to close.
What? Why?
Yeah, dude. Government, man. The laws and regulations on that stuff is like really tight. So to keep it open would just be, because so much is up in the air, it would be just too risky. It would cost too much money. And it's like almost perfect timing that the city's like buying that area for
They're buying that like group of buildings.
Yeah, they're buying it for the police in the area. I guess it's like a new station or something for them.
See, at least gonna make it out doing okay, breaking even.
Mm-hmm. Pretty close, if not like dead on it. But it's just, and the thing is, like, he doesn't get paid for that either. I would figure he would get paid for that. They don't get paid. They're just like, hey, here's some places you could go. That's like it.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. They don't get a payout or nothing.
If the government's literally buying he owns the building.
He doesn't own the building. I think that's the thing that I like.
They're like leasing it.
Yeah, so he doesn't get like any kickback or anything.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about today?
Whatever these fuckers want to talk about, whatever you want to talk about. First off, how's your Thanksgiving?
I got it. Well, saw my family. Done for a year. Fuck it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Some people like seeing their family. There's nothing. I mean, I would say there's nothing wrong with my family, but everybody says that. There is always something about your family that annoys you.
Yeah.
And you know what? 3 hours, I'm good. I'm out. There's a reason I live an hour away. Before that, I lived across the country away. That was much better.
Oh, I bet. That's the
I
biggest
prefer
excuse
the
you can't
just
make. It's
me
like,
and-
I can't buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, I prefer just the me and Mrs. Gerbil Christmas
I understand that.
or Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I think if it wasn't for my little brother, I would kind of be that way too, like pretty heavy. Like I
Wow.
love my mom. Don't get me wrong, my stepdad's cool as shit, but like my little brother, like I definitely want to make time for him and see him because my older sister never did that for me, and like we don't fucking talk at all.
Yeah, so you're like 42 and your little brother's what, like 12?
27 and 16, but yeah.
I didn't hear a difference from what I said, but okay. No, yeah, the only reason I went down to my parents, I was going to go. Actually, Mrs. Gerbil spent Thanksgiving apart. She went to her sister's, and my whole plan was, I'm going to your sister's since that's where you want to go.
Right.
But my brother came up from California, and I haven't seen him in probably like 2 years.
That's cool.
So she told me I should go down there, and then used extra stuff like there's going to be 6 little kids, probably like 5 and younger at this one. So trust me, you don't want to go because, you know, I have no patience.
I hate little kids, dude. I fucking hate them. I'm so good with them, dude, and they're so much fun. But like the minute they're just like, I'm just like, all right, get them away from me. Get them out of the fucking house right now. I'm over it.
Well, I think that's a we both don't have kids thing. So.
Yeah, and there ain't gonna be no kids coming out of this guy. So what about
Knuckle Friday? Children only, huh?
Knuckle dusting, bro. I'm glazing knuckles. That's all I'm doing.
All right.
Just saying. So what about Black Friday? You got anything coming? Going for anything? Anything you got your eye on?
I'm poor, bro.
Fair enough. I don't know. Were we talking about it on the podcast, or did I not get to it before that? Oh,
no. Every Black Friday up until this year has been hey, let's spend $1,000. This year, nah, can't do it.
This is the first Black Friday I'm like sitting on money, and I'm gonna like be sitting on money to buy shit like even after the fact. Went a little crazy today. Bought a couple, $10, $20, $10, $15 kind of things here. Just some little shit. Stuff I've just had my eye on all year. That's figures like fuck it, I'll just grab it. Biggest purchase I made was a Switch. I found a Switch and one of the Pro controllers, and I got it for about $170, the whole thing.
So you got an old Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want you can't stream with the light one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so got that big one. Yeah, it's a good fucking deal for
What are you gonna stream with the Switch?
Pokemon, Zelda, a lot of like games that I really like playing. Get the fuck out of here. Games that I like to play, man. I like those. I like them a lot.
Oh, I can't stand RPGs, but I love Pokemon.
I didn't say I can't stand RPGs. I said I can't stand
You can't stand RPGs.
MOBAs. I don't know how to do MOBAs.
Oh, now we're changing it to MOBA. Every time we've ever talked about an RPG.
I don't like a lot of RPGs. I don't hate RPGs. There's a lot of them I just don't like.
What's the last RPG you played?
Fallout?
Not an RPG.
What is it then?
Ass.
What is the fucking last RPG I probably played then? Because I couldn't tell you. Other than that,
Fallout's an RPG.
Well, Revenant. Yeah, that's
not an RPG.
You don't think so?
No. Is there any story?
Yeah.
Is there?
It's not real deep. It's not real deep.
No.
But
yeah.
Hey, listen though. It's not like Destiny.
I'd call that more of like a.
It's not like Destiny where like here's the story and then like here's the actual stories like way down here. It's all right there. It's just not like.
Yeah. So it's shallow.
You could get maybe more out of like a book from the doctor or something.
Yeah, I could read highlights at the dentist's office and get more of a story.
Chat's telling Destiny's an RPG.
Destiny is an RPG. Well, Destiny 2 is an RPG. Destiny 1 was kind of a mix because Activision wanted him to go the one way.
Yeah, pretty much.
For monetary reasons, of course.
Only FPS for me, bud. Yeah, Spider. But yeah, I think it's just MOBAs. I don't get them yet. The only MOBA thing that I'm like looking, I don't even know if it counts as a MOBA, is that team fight tactics thing, because that kind of looks fun. But I don't think that counts as a MOBA at that point.
Best RPG you played was Mass Effect Cotton Balls. Original, number 2. Number 3.
Never played any of the Mass Effect
Andromeda
games.
instead of number 3, I should say. You never played Mass Effect?
None of them.
All 3?
I think I played the first one, maybe.
They were the first games that allowed Mass Effect and Dragon Age, the original, were the first games that allowed homosexual romances in RPGs.
I've heard this on like YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah, and well, with Mass Effect, it's interspecies erotica as well. So because you're boning down with aliens, but it is what it is. Also, cross game saves. Yeah, you're right, cotton balls. But yeah, no, games like that where it provides true depth rather than just a linear story where you have to, like Mass Effect, you could go explore the whole universe and never do a single mission, and then come back and do the second mission of the game.
No shit.
And follow the main story all the way through.
Whoa.
Yeah, you could just go from planet to planet, mining, getting all the loots and everything. You could do whatever you wanted.
I had no idea. That's really fucking cool.
Yeah, and I mean they're old school. And Dragon Age, obviously, you know how much I love that.
You love
Same
Dragon
maker.
Age.
Actually, the creator, the head director for Dragon Age right now, yesterday put out a bunch of tweets that just said the words Dragon Age. We've been waiting for Dragon Age 4 for 5 years now.
No shit.
And yeah, I've been waiting for 5 years. He put out 4 or 5 tweets that just said Dragon Age. First one, just Dragon Age text. Second one, Dragon Age with some hand-drawn picture. Third one, Dragon Age, which looked like a scene from a video game that was not represented in any of the previous games that I could tell, at least. And then just a silly one. And then tried to pass it off, say, I shouldn't have a free hour in the middle of the day. Otherwise, this is what happens, and the studio gets mad at me. But Dragon Age Day is December 4th.
There's a fucking day for it?
Yeah, there's, just like Bungie Day.
That's pretty cool.
Which is July 7th,
Yeah, that's neat.
So, yeah. But there is a Dragon Age Day, and that's December 4th. And so now, because of his tweets, all of us have 6 days to wait to go, oh shit, are they going to announce something? Are they going to have a trailer? What's going on? Which is pretty cool. And cool. We're all going to be super disappointed because every projection of when the game comes out is in like 2022. So
Jesus.
Yeah, we're all going to be disappointed because they put everything into Anthem. They stopped.
Yeah, god damn it.
They stopped producing Dragon Age, period.
For that?
And took everybody from Dragon Age, put them on Anthem.
If any of the developers of that game could literally look me in the eye and tell me, like, yeah, we thought this would be a head-to-head competitor with Destiny.
Nope. I'm done. Done with this podcast because you're fucking combing your beard with a horse brush.
It's not a horse brush, asshole.
Look at your face. Look how long it is. That is a horse brush.
Oh my god. You are the embodiment of a fucking hamster. I don't even want to hear it.
Gerbil. I'm puffier than a hamster.
That's fair. You do look like a gerbil.
Yeah. I'm in between. Hamster small.
Mm-hmm.
Gerbil bigger.
Yeah.
Guinea pig biggest. So I'm right in the middle.
I wish you were Guinea-licious.
So if I gain another
Guinea-licious, dude.
So if I gain another 100 pounds, I'll change my name to Guinea Piglicious.
Dude, I'll pay for the whole fucking revamp, dude. Guinea-licious, dude. I'll die. Oh man. Holy shit, Miss Gerb, pump this man up. I got a fucking meme to live out in my life. So we got a lot of questions in chat right now. If we want to go over any of them.
Yeah, I don't have any in mind because I ain't got no viewers.
Okay, so
I got cotton balls and Miss Gerb just changing the lights constantly.
I was wondering what that was going on back there. I like them. Okay, so let's see. We got
dope.
Wait,
hold on. Cotton balls.
He's probably typing the same one he typed in mine because I fucking didn't see it.
You pissed off this race in the first game, so they're not gonna give you dick in the second. That's where he's talking about the cross game influence. So like in the first game, you pissed off this race, so in the second game, they're not going to like you right off the bat, which is what Dragon Age has always done. And then he said he hopes, yeah, he said he hopes that if they do make a Dragon Age 4, it's culmination of all the decisions you made in the first 3 games, which it will be.
That'd be sweet.
Because every Dragon Age game has had some sort of PC or website type thing,
right?
Where you like Dragon Age Vault, where you can go and enter in all the decisions you made from previous games. Like, did you save this guy? Yes or no?
You get to enter in what you did?
Yeah, and that changes your game world the second you start a new game in Dragon Age Inquisition.
That's
so
cool.
This race isn't happy with you, or this guy's dead and doesn't exist in the game anymore. He could be a fully fledged character, but he doesn't exist because you killed him last game.
That's so neat.
Yeah.
You always explain it to me, and I think it's always so neat.
That is the type of RPG I like. Like when I'm explaining where your decisions fucking matter, you know?
Right.
And that's why I was excited for Greedfall, and it just didn't pan out that way. But
did Greedfall just not pan out because it just didn't, or just something not for you?
The decision making was kind of shallow and more like a diplomatic thing. Just like piss off this tribe, this tribe's happy with you. Piss off this tribe, they're going to withhold supplies from you and stuff. So it was kind of
wasn't really like, it doesn't sound like it was very depth. It was very just like kind of just seesaw the whole time.
Yeah, and if you're a good diplomat, you can literally just run right down the middle and keep everybody happy. That's what I did on my playthrough.
I didn't like the aesthetic. Everything looked really pretty. I just didn't like. It's not for me. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I played through it the first time being a magic user, and I was like, well, honestly, this is kind of boring, and I was a little upset about it. And then I played through as a warrior type with a sword or an axe, whatever. And I couldn't believe how different the game was, how much more fun the combat was.
Really?
Yes, that was really interesting. Because usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, usually the combat.
Usually the magic is way more fun. You know, drop a fireball on everyone. Right.
As you just you're just swinging an axe and a sword or whatever.
Yeah, you're just holding your shield and keeping everybody at bay so the magic user can. Yeah, but no, the actual combat was way more fun when it wasn't magical.
Oh, that's weird. I would assume it completely the other way. So we got a couple of things in here. I tagged them up real quick. So two of them are memes, but one of them was pretty good. So we got John was talking about single rig streaming. Miss Gerb wanted to know about butt plugs and why people don't like them. And then Spencer asked, have you heard about people getting their testicles ironed to remove the wrinkles? And then my chat's been talking about Black Friday versus Cyber Monday.
I'm a Cyber Monday guy.
I don't know the difference. Because I basically, the wool was pulled over my eyes, or it was actually it was removed. And it was told to me that basically Black Friday is like people getting rid of, essentially like with the Switch. I went onto a huge rant about how I didn't think that the Switch should be as much as it is still, the original one. And they're just like offloading the old systems that they never offloaded throughout the year. And that's all it is.
So you saw the GameStop tweet.
No, I didn't see that. Somebody must have saw it and made the comment to me, but it was on stream.
Yeah, but the GameStop employee thing. If you've seen the ad for the Switches, and what's the difference? Not between the Switch and the Switch Lite. There's like a newer Switch that is faster, or
it's like more it's like more battery life or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like newer hardware.
And he's saying, don't come to GameStop and get a Switch for Black Friday. We're literally not getting any new ones right now. Only getting rid of all the backstock.
Yeah, the HAC 100s or 001s or that's the old. Yeah, that's the original model.
Yeah, getting rid of all of those in order to make room for the new ones.
And see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that's typically how it goes with, I would say, most things.
Yeah, TVs. It's last year's 4K TV.
Yep. I didn't know that. Didn't know
What's the
that.
difference between last year's and this year's? Nothing that your eye can make out.
Nothing.
But
see, you know what's
I mean,
super interesting is, and I was telling my parents about this today when I was over there for Thanksgiving. Yo, what's up, Christian? How you doing, buddy?
damn, V-Kid.
I was looking at Amazon, which is where most people go to look for things and shop for them. Where a lot of people don't go, and chat, you guys fucking know this because I've been telling you guys this forever, is fucking eBay, dude. I know a lot of people think eBay is just like you just bid for shit and you buy shit. eBay has deals on the same exact thing that Amazon has for almost hundreds of dollars less. Like I was looking at the same table saw to get my dad, right? The same table saw on Amazon versus eBay. eBay, it was $125 cheaper, and it was $5 cheaper on the shipping.
V-Kid points. He said he went out to Target, got a 65-inch TV.
Oh wow.
4K Samsung for his dad for Christmas.
Nice.
Only $450.
Wow.
Let me tell you this right now, guys. Go to Costco.
Oh, this is
get that
level.
same exact TV. Bring a pocket knife. Cut the box open.
This is illegal, dude.
How is that illegal? Is there any rule? Is there any rule that says it's illegal to cut a box open in a store?
No. I'm trying to figure out where you're going with this.
There honestly probably is.
Probably.
But
it's called okay.
They're open box discounts in many major retailers.
You're actually right. But
I got an open box discount on a TV long time ago. It's probably been like 6-7 years. Mm-hmm. I probably actually still have the same TV because I'm a clown. But it was, I think, $1,100 TV. Wow. Marked down to like $800. And then I cut the box open and I asked, hey, this box was open. Do you guys have like a discount on that? $800 down to $600.
Wow.
I bought a very nice DSLR camera that came with an extra lens. Did the same thing. $1,600, marked down to $1,200. Cut the box open, down to $850.
This guy, look at this guy, dude.
Of course, it's a super busy California Costco.
Right.
Trip you crazy? I don't know if that's crazy or just smart as fuck. I don't.
Hey, it's called a hustle, motherfuckers. To get that shit straight. My chat needs to get it straight. That's called a motherfucking hustle. It's a hustle. Fucking relax.
Hustle, crime, whatever.
Same thing, bro. Just spelled different. It's the same shit. But it's a hustle, my man. It's a hustle. I appreciate that shit. Hey, listen. I went to fucking jail for 3 days because someone else that I was with was doing that shit. But they were swapping stickers. It's a little bit different.
How many dicks?
None. It was just me by myself.
So the answer was 1 then.
Nah.
If you were a man. But now we know.
Sushi ain't got a dick. You can't jerk off in there. It's like a holding thing.
Yeah, what's the point? Like, I didn't ask how many times you got off. I didn't ask how many times you got off. I said, how many dicks? So your answer was 0.
4. There was 4 dicks involved.
I bet there was.
Whoop, whoop. It's a sign of the police. Yeah, dude. So, Cyber Monday, Black Friday. I don't have a huge, pass with this stuff because I don't get to do it very often. So, this would be my first Cyber Monday where I'm, adamantly looking at stuff. But I guess it's just the same sales, just, marketed differently, right?
Well, kind of.
I would say there's probably some stuff.
Well, here's the difference. Here's how I say it. Black Friday is more the going out to the store in person type of thing. Although there are the obvious, here's a million online discounts.
Right.
And you'll get the same thing in the store and online. It's just up to you.
I know Cyber Monday originally was marketed for online shopping.
Yes,
And then
but
what's it
they've since
the next
merged.
weekend or the weekend before that is like small business, like it's like small business
Yeah,
Saturday or something like that. That's like a thing now
yeah,
too.
yeah. Since then they've merged, but the only issue now is what happens is online and in store, everything that gets bought out on Black Friday,
Hmm.
they inventory the stock
Right.
for Cyber Monday, and they say, okay, yes, Cyber Monday is more of a thing for Amazon V Kid. So maybe we can go with that, or like Walmart's
Yeah,
website.
I know Walmart's really big on that
Yeah,
stuff. This is the stuff that fuels
but
our jobs.
so the idea is we're getting rid of all of last year's and the years before things. So, I mean, nobody's going to buy them during a regular day because they're last year's and the years before. So we put them on sale on Black Friday.
I've
People
heard
buy,
retailers talking about how like people are like they fucking run in and they go to buy all this shit, and I've been in those stores before, and then they're like, or if you just go at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the same like the next day, it's
Mhm.
everything is still there. It's just they
Well,
just restock it.
like in store, maybe.
There don't and there
Um,
might be like maybe 5 or 6 like super crazy deals you didn't get, but your ass wasn't getting
yeah.
it anyway.
But the idea is Cyber Monday, whatever is left of our 1 to 2 year old stock,
Mm-hmm.
take it down $20 more than it was on Black Friday to try to get rid of it. Well, depending on what it is. If
Okay,
it's a
that's fair.
TV that's $1,000 on Black Friday,
It's like
oh,
800.
we'll take it down to 750
Right, 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 right,
for
right.
Cyber Monday. If it's a router, like I got on, like the only time I ever went out anywhere on Black Friday,
Mm-hmm.
if it's a router that costs $300, it was down to $200 on Black Friday. On Cyber Monday, it was down to 180. So,
Wow.
you know,
So there might be some
because they
stellar
still
deals
had a
to look
bunch
out
left
for.
in stock. So, yeah,
So it's definitely
it
worth
all,
looking at least.
yeah, I would say if it's something that you think is absolutely going to sell out, which is hard to do now.
Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to sell something out, except for like, I don't know.
Just real
I
special
was gonna
case
say
deals.
iPhones, but they literally make 10 billion of them.
Yeah. I mean, the Switch, they kind of did that on purpose a little bit. I would say if a new console maybe dropped, maybe.
Or yeah, like
But
Xbox Scarlet. I
okay,
got
perfect
Xbox
example. A
Scarlet when it,
Yeah, yeah,
or
Xbox
sorry,
Scarlet
Scorpio.
or yeah,
Scorpio.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
or the like a special edition Switch for Pokemon Sword and Shield or something like that. That
Yeah,
maybe that
yeah.
would be something that you would maybe not be able to get
Yeah,
your
if you
hands
want the
on.
special edition stuff, like I got the Xbox Scorpio edition by my me. I was at work, asked my wife to go to GameStop,
Yeah.
and she's the coolest wife ever. So she stood in line for like 2 hours till I got off work.
Damn.
And then I
Swap spot.
went to the mall,
Hey.
swap spots. And at like 9 o'clock when the mall closed, they're like, here's a ticket. Come back at midnight.
Oh, that's dope. They do that for GameStop stuff. Like you get your ticket
Y-
like the
It,
day
yeah,
before or
that was
something. Yeah.
that's what it was GameStop. And so I got the Xbox that said Project Scorpio on it. And that's literally the only difference is that it said Project Scorpio while all the other new Xbox One X's didn't say Project Scorpio. That's
That's
the
so
only difference.
silly.
I wanted it though.
That's fair. That's fair. See, V
At the
Kid
time, I
saying
was a huge Xbox fan. So,
V Kid saying he's worked for the for 3 Black Fridays, and the day has definitely gotten a lot more chill than it has been. In the fact that Black Friday deals usually start the week of Thanksgiving, nobody really wants to go to stores anymore, which makes sense. I
mhm.
mean, online shopping is like becoming humongous, and I don't think you're ever really going to be able to beat those situations because really the retailer themselves are making more money that way because they're able to charge more for shipping and different things like that. When really where it's actually where the tables have turned is you're actually saving more money if you physically go and buy it than you are if you are to order it. You really are saving more money if you physically go pick it up.
Well, and then the rise of sites like Now in Stock.
Do tell,
Like
I don't know what
when
that is. Is that like
l-
overstock.com like what that used to be?
no, 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 no. Like when the 2060 and 2070 and 2080 supers came out,
Mm-hmm.
they were all immediately gone.
Really?
Nobody could buy. Like you had to get lucky, get on whatever site was selling them, and get them immediately.
Wow.
Like the second they came out. they were literally all gone very quickly. But sites like nowinstock.net, you can type in your product, which is how I got my 2070 Super. I typed in 2070s NVIDIA 2070 Super, and it shows you eBay, Amazon,
wow,
Target, Walmart, a couple other Newegg, which is my favorite, by the way, of all.
I
like
love
if you
Newegg.
need if you need tech on Black Friday to Cyber Monday, Newegg's my favorite.
I'm definitely checking out Newegg on Cyber Monday. I got a couple things I want to grab.
But you just type it in and it tells you who has what in stock. And I checked it the day after the Supers came out. Nobody had anything in stock.
Shit.
I mean, eBay did because of people buying like
Mark
6
up.
of them.
Yeah, fucking $2,000
and marking them up.
something.
So you can also get it to send alerts to your phone. As soon as the one you want becomes available, you get a text. You just click the link. It takes you to whatever store has it available, and you can purchase it immediately.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah, no, it's a very smart website.
That's pretty dope, man.
So it's kind of stuff like that can kind of tell you how low stock is getting, you know.
So what's that website
When you
one
see
more
it,
time for chat?
Nowinstock.net.
Nowinstock.net. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
So it's just like
And
an
I mean,
active thing. So you could just, it's like all things tech, really. You can just look at pretty much anything you're looking for.
Yeah, I don't even know if you could do. I only look at tech stuff, so maybe you could do like kids
furniture,
toys.
Ooh,
I don't know.
I bet, dude.
You know,
that's
when they get super popular and parents are fighting in Toys R Us.
Trying to figure out where the shit is. So V says, I got my current TV the week of Black Friday. It was a $1,200 LG 4K. It was on sale for $800. They had a special Monday deal that gave an extra 10% off the TVs, and my employees discount and Target card 5% got it for $550. What a steal, dude! What a steal!
I'm about to pee my pants because I'm actually drinking tonight, and you're sober, you punk ass bitch.
Yeah, go take a piss. I'll talk to chat and give some shit going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us. We got a couple more things we're gonna go through. We'll get you guys' questions. Christian, thank you so much for the follow, brother. I appreciate you, bub. For real. I'm sorry I'm kind of in the midst here. I'm trying to keep this as a floozy flow thing. If you guys want to follow Gerb, it is let's see here. Twitch.tv/Gerbilicious. Let me get that. Twitch.tv/ well, fuck it. I didn't get it. Gerb's got like the hardest name in the world to spell. It's not hard, but it's hard for me. We got twitch.tv/Gerbilicious. Follow him on Twitter at Gerbilicious on Twitter. Myself, Sushifishninja. If you are here, welcome. If you're on Gerb's side, twitch.tv/Sushifishninja. You can also follow me on Twitter at Sushifishninja, all in word. You can also follow me on Instagram at Chris is DED. Dead. Thank you for the shout out on Gerbiliscious right there. Yeah, make sure you guys go follow him. Go pull these up in a multi. I don't have a multi. John, if you want to get a multi stream to go into, that would be phenomenal. You guys can also check us out on YouTube, where we put all the other previous podcasts. The Gerbilicious pod, or the Gerbilicious, the Distinguished and Chubby podcast is also, what is this, man? That is on YouTube, so you guys can check that out and listen to all the past podcasts, !pod. We'll take you there. I can't spell. That'll get you where you guys need to go. What is this here? So my man sent me a big old long link. This is from Newegg right now. The Asus GeForce RTX 2070 Super Overclocked 8GB Evo GDDR6 Dual Fan Edition.
How about just saying Asus 2070 Super? Because that's a lot of extras.
Yeah, it's a lot. Dual RTX 2070 Super. This
is
dual. Yeah, dual RTX 2070s Evo.
So it's two 2070s?
Nope, it's just a one. I don't know what this means.
Dual fan.
Yeah, dual fan. So that is
triple fan, babies.
That is the one I have. The GeForce RTX 2070 Super.
Triple fans, babies.
Triple fans, my man. Triple
get
fans
the triples.
all days.
Let me get European. Get the triples.
Get the triples. This is about the price I paid for my triple. This is still pretty good. About $5. Yeah. That's about what I paid for mine. That is a good fucking deal if you're looking.
That's interesting though. When did this come out? This came out like June, July.
The
Supers.
the supers, yeah, I think so, around there. I just picked mine up a couple
And
months ago.
yeah, and I got mine first week of release.
Holy shit, Gerb has legs. I've never seen him. That's a good point.
Who said it?
Spencer, salty one. Let's see them legs. Damn, baby. Damn, baby. Look at them. Look at them legs. Look at them legs.
Look how pale they are.
Goddamn.
Ask Axial. Ask Axial.
Oh,
I got
shit.
nipples too. I took my shirt off for him.
I wish I'd have seen that.
I got clips.
So V-Kid's saying those websites are tough. I know with Target, their inventory stock update when they get something, but it at least takes 24 hours to update any sales. We had a ton of issues with those websites. Saying the Shopkins. Yeah, I would say these websites are probably maintained a little bit sharper than the actual, like the normal website for like Target or something like that. Because you got to think Target's stock thing has to go globally.
Yeah.
Where I'm sure this is like based on location of some kind.
The Now in Stock actually uses, from what I understand, uses people just through a wide. I mean, if you go to the website,
I was
you
gonna say it's probably maintained by like a solid group of people.
You can see it's not like a commercialized website. It is just a website run by a group of people in contact with people who work at each type of store.
Oh, that makes sense.
So they just text the guy who works at Walmart. It's like, hey, you got these in yet? Or the guy, when the guy sees the shipment comes in,
shit.
He goes, oh shit, man, we got 500 of these.
Right. Yeah,
and
these so are you talking about the website you were referring to with the using the SKU trackers? The SKU trackers are basically based off of they're using some sort of running program that is allowing them to know that when people like me or Gerb are offloading this stuff, that is being recognized as it's been offloaded and it's being given to these stores. Then it's up to the stores to actually, from that offload, to load them, pallet them, tag them, price them, then stock them. So that's why that there's a big old time gap there. Whereas what we're talking about, it's the guy that's stocking them being like, yeah, dude, we got like fucking 500 of these. And it's like, bam.
Yeah.
And Amiibos have always been a huge problem. We did a huge thing about that like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
John saying the R9 3950X is still sold out. That's a CPU. Yeah.
I want one so bad.
See,
AMD.
Yeah.
Threadripper.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man.
See, the thing is, like, the first big step I ever got into CPUs was from Gerbiliscious. He actually was very gracious and gifted me a phenomenal CPU. The
I had money.
Yeah,
I didn't know what to do with it.
He's such a good guy, man.
Now I'm thinking, I wish I had that money back.
Yeah, when we met up for the first time, we hung out, man. He fucking walked up to me and handed me this. I was having crazy PC problems being able to do anything.
Honestly, okay, you know what? If we're going into it, I love watching your stream back in the day. Now, not so much because you punk bitch.
You're a punk bitch.
No, I'm just kidding. But it just, when you can tell, when you put in the specs into like a bottleneck calculator, you put in the hardware that people have, and you're like, oh shit, his problem is a CPU, and he can't afford one right now. I have 10 grand sitting on my bank account. Another 270 bucks doesn't matter. You know.
And I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. One day, bro, I'll be able to get you back for something like that. I will.
So blow it.
Dude, deal. Fucking, I told you deal then. I'd blow you in the B-Dubs parking lot. I told you I'd do it.
Yeah, but Timmy was there.
Yeah, he'd fucking watch. It's fine, dude. He's fine. He's fine, dude. So if y'all want to go down that rabbit hole, new 3950X single rig 1080p 60 FPS is actually feasible. No, it's AM4. Okay, so explain to me what you mean feasible. I'm going to skip over that real quick. Let me catch up here. Listening to customers. Pre-orders.
Is this Cotton Balls, I assume?
Yeah. It's,
all right, so Cotton Balls trying to get technical when Cotton Balls has little to no understanding of technical shit.
I think John has a very solid grasp on tech. He really does. Well, let's talk about this, John. So John brought up earlier single rig streaming. I've always used a single rig. I know you use a single rig as well, correct? Okay. I've thought about doing a dual PC, and the reason that I don't, I'm able to do everything that I want to do on a single rig. I don't need a dual rig because I don't have anything crazy that needs to be run. Now, let it be said,
All right.
really quick, let it be said that the people who do dual rigs, when you have a large chat, like a fucking massive chat, that's where a lot of your resources are going. Like, if you've ever seen someone who has a PC that just can barely fucking push a stream out, and then they get rated by somebody for like 60 people, their shit just goes and just fucking bogs down. Now, it's not a lot. That's not a lot of resources that are getting run that way. But when you have that going, you want to have, let's say, the super duper ultra graphic settings while you're playing something, and then have, you know, Discord running as well. That's a lot of resources.
Okay. If you're a rich prick who can run games in super, you have a 2080 super, 2080 Ti. I don't even know if 2080 Ti super is a thing, but 2080 super, whatever. And you have a 3950 AMD. You can run anything. So you're just using that PC to run your game.
Yep.
You know what? I can run Red Dead with my 2070 Super and my AMD 1800X, which is 2 years old, at ultra settings perfectly all by itself. I don't need, if I'm not streaming and all that shit, I don't need anything more than what I have. 1800X is a great CPU. Like, if you could find one now, the 1800X is ridiculous and it's overclockable. I've never overclocked mine. But I hesitate on the dual PC stream for the simple reason that, number one, look, you're spending extra money, but what are you gaining?
I can't imagine
Instead of
what you're
spending,
getting.
instead of spending extra money to have one PC to stream everything and maybe handle your chat. Okay. If does anybody stream in 2K or 4K?
John says he streams in 1440 by 144 in games.
Drop
Yeah,
it.
me. Does anybody stream?
Only allocating to 760.
No.
Chevrolet just
yeah.
resubscribed for
he's
6 months.
downscaling.
Love you, bro.
He's downscaling to 720.
Right.
So he's not streaming in 14. Nobody can stream in 1440. Nobody can stream in 2K. Nobody can stream in 4K because neither Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, Facebook, none of them support it.
Okay, so he streams in 720 to 60, but he downscales from 1440 144. Here's the thing.
Yes,
And exactly
that's
what
the same
Jerb's
thing
saying.
I do.
Exact same thing Jerb's saying. You are doing that for literally no reason. I'm gonna go, John. I'm going in on you right now. This is what's gonna happen. So he still thinks the greatest thing is with BIOS updates, first gen mobiles will be able to run 3950X. Okay, great. This is phenomenal, and I'm glad that you window shop and all this other shit. As somebody who has spent way too much fucking time in OBS, I'm gonna go in on you here for a second. First of all, YouTube listeners, I apologize for not having my alerts muted. My fucking bad. You are gonna hear that fucking resub there. My apologies. Shav, I love you, dog. Thank you so much. So, John, you are running in 1440 by 144 to downscale into 720 60. Let me tell you something. No one can tell that you're doing that. No one can tell.
That's what I do.
Second of all, you are putting more stress on the actual program itself, which is in turn why you have problems with slobs. So I'm going to tell you that right now. That's why you're having problems with it, because you're forcing it to do a lot more than it needs to do. I'm not saying that's all the fucking problems. That's not all the issues by any means.
I'm gonna cut in there and disagree, because I do the exact same thing and I don't have any issues with slobs.
John does a lot of weird shit. I'm just going in on just a little bit of information.
I mean, like every bit of my overlay, which has been pointed out to me recently needs to change, is animated.
Right, it is.
So extra resources taken there. All that shit, chat, everything, all on the same computer. But I'm doing the same thing as Cotton Balls. 2560 by 1440, downscaling to 720 at 60 frames per second.
I remember what my point was.
Yeah.
you need a second PC if every frame of that game needs to count for your income. If every frame of that fucking game of Apex needs to count for you to get a fucking $100 donation, that's where I think you would need it. That's where I think it would make sense. If you are rendering a bunch of videos for YouTube, if you are importing a bunch of shit and chopping up videos and making a bunch of shit for that and making a bunch of shit for on Photoshop and all that stuff, if you're doing that very heavily, then yeah, because building a rig to do both is really expensive and it's kind of hard to get the balance super duper well. You could have a really good rig for like rendering and making videos and stuff and still be able to play games really well, but then on the streaming side, I feel like you could have some issues.
And that whole landscape is changing. Mm-hmm. That whole landscape has changed with the new NVENC codec. I still don't use the new NVENC codec, which would probably be better for my stream. Because NVENC takes less resources. In 2070 Supers, there are 2 separate chips solely for encoding video that do nothing to affect your game.
Yep.
So you have your 16 chips for rendering your game and 2 chips for encoding your game,
right,
and moving it to your stream.
Right.
Now, I don't use it because I have a 1800X, which for some reason still holds up. I mean, it's 2 generations behind now.
I mean, fuck, dude, I run the 2070 or the 2700X
2700,
and I stream from that. I don't even use the
GPU. I use the by 264 CPU encoding at what does it go in slobs? At least it's fastest, faster, fast, medium.
Yep.
And then lower. And the lower you go, like from fastest to slow is the most CPU intensive.
Yeah.
I use medium, which is ridiculous.
I run mine on fast.
Yeah, I run medium because it ensures clarity, and it takes just that encoding takes up 30% of my CPU.
I'm sitting at 10% right now, just sitting here streaming.
That's
what OBS is telling me, at least.
That's, yeah, if you're looking at that, which is completely inaccurate.
Right.
Like my slobs is saying, for this at least, I'm using 9.5%.
Right. And this is just, it's not reading the entire thing. Yeah. It is just reading what the program is.
I mean, that does depend on your bit rate.
That too. Yeah.
I'm running 4,000 bit rate.
See, John's saying he can only downscale in slobs. So he runs a filter on the scene, downscales to.
Whoa! What's the filter? No, stop. What's the filter for?
Yeah. What is the filter?
There's no filter needed.
Well, let me finish this whole thing. He says he runs a filter on the scene, downscales to 864 by 60, runs the baddest AA, then furthers downscales to 720 on 60 on the lowest AA. It makes it seem super clean on his perspective.
All right. Have that dumb motherfucker take a screenshot of what he's saying.
I think so he did it for me once, but I probably don't have it anymore. Go ahead and screenshot and send Jerb some stuff in Discord. But here's the thing too. It's what a lot of people don't know, they don't see. What would really, really help them and benefit them is if you turned off your previewing in OBS, you're saving yourself a bunch of shit. You really fucking are. You turned off your preview entirely. It's saving a bunch of shit, but it's really fucking difficult to know where all your shit is if you don't.
You're talking about like your actual video?
The actual video. If you turn that off, it actually helps a lot.
Here's what I'm saying. I have the preview in slobs going 100% of the time.
Yep, same.
I also have my Twitch creator dashboard open, which has the video of my stream open all the time.
Yep.
I have both those videos going, my main stream going on a 2-generation old CPU.
That's so impressive to me. That's really fucking crazy. That is really impressive.
It's all in your settings.
It really is.
You are doing something wrong. The
You're
with
taking a lot of extra
new
steps. Really. I wouldn't
codecs.
say you're doing something wrong. I say you're just doing a lot of extra shit you don't need to
Yeah,
do.
no, the new and all my scenes are animated. My
Yeah.
overlay is animated. It's always going.
Yeah, but
My
John,
B-right back screen is animated. Come
John's
on.
saying he's like going from a 8C 16T to an 8 or 16C to a 32T would be able to turn the encoding from fast to slowest. You still don't need to do that. John is a guy who plays guitar, has 30 effect pedals chained together.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to cover
he says,
Sushi's face with this. Just
but he
so
says, but I'm able to run my preview in full scale as well. We all are. We're all able to do it. It's
yes.
Not,
yes.
Well,
I am too.
We're not shitting on John's setup. I'm taking John as an example of someone I know who takes a very, very large creative step into what he's doing as far as.
No. Here's where we're going to go.
Okay, let's do it.
John is trying for perfection.
Absolutely.
Which he will never, ever achieve for the simple reason that when you overshoot, you blow your load early.
Yeah,
you ever been with the hottest girl in your life and you're like, oh God, I gotta last. And it takes 2 seconds and you're fucking done. That's what Cotton Ball's doing. Yeah. And I gotta tell you, it blows my mind that I can have a first generation AMD processor and a new GPU. I had a 1080, not a 1080 Ti, just a 1080. And I was still doing the things now, or still doing the things then that I'm doing now with no issues.
Yeah.
So why anybody has issues, I can't relate to, because you're just trying to push your settings too hard. That's all there is to it.
Put your animation in the browser source via Stream Elements and save yourself resources. That's what I do. I have all that stuff in Stream Elements, which is allocated to a browser source, and I have all that stuff pushed down. So I have all that stuff on a back end.
Well, okay. If you're going there.
So John has the 2700 and a 1080.
2700 or 2700X? That's an important difference.
Yeah, that is an important difference. I'm pretty sure it's a 2700. Since the cleaning installed, I haven't had a hiccup. That's fine because you haven't had a hiccup. I'm just saying you're setting up, you're jumping through a bunch of other hoops that you just don't need to do.
Look, I mean, let's face facts, Cotton Balls. We're all friends. We all know that from time to time, all of us have streaming issues.
Streamline a ton of other stuff.
Sometimes it's just your internet connection.
Yeah, that's my only issue.
All of a sudden, you're dropping frames.
Kills itself. My internet just turns, or if Shelby turns a fucking TV on in the bedroom, my stream just fucking dies for a minute. I don't know why that
Shadow.
It just does that.
Yeah, Shadow. You got a good processor. I'd say you need to up that GPU a 970.
Hey, dude, shit's going on sale real hard. And this is, by the way, John, you're just the only person that came up and said like this is what you have. So we're just going with you. Anybody else, we'd have gone with them.
Please, for the love of God, send me some screenshots.
Salty One's got a 1070 with an Intel i7. When he did stream, he had no issues. 100% right, and it was very clear. V-Kid's saying that he's got a 1070 with an i7. And he never had an issue, and he's very right. It is a little bit different for you though, V, because you are going off consoles and stuff like that, so it's different. You making these faces? Quit making them. Oh, for Timmy, hey, fucking making kissy faces at me.
Hey, girl, Timmy, what you doing, girl? You want some of this milk?
Okay, so he's got the non-X. He's learned and ran through the ringer, adjusted and refined, and currently I'm on the 5th redo of the whole thing. So I've just got the scene. Wait, I got one scene that has more than
I'm done.
4 inputs.
I'm done. Cotton Balls is a goddamn perfectionist. He's reset his whole fucking setup 100,000 times.
Yeah, it's gone through.
Oh, I need to move my desk. Oh, I need to redo my cords. Oh, I need to do this. You know what? Maybe there's nothing wrong with it. But when you do it so obsessively that you can't make your stream work properly 100% of the time, you're dumb.
Wait, really, Spencer? Spencer says he buys a new PC every 5 or 6 years just to keep up. Really?
Oh, well, I buy one new part every year or two. Which I guess is the same thing.
That's about where I'm at right now. Spider says he has an i7 7700K with a 970, and that worked really well. Yeah, your stream looks really good too.
All right,
by no means, John, am I saying that your stream doesn't look good? I think your stream looks really good. I just think there's a lot of extra shit you got going on.
Yeah, no, I think I give John shit all
Maybe
the time.
not. Well, he's defending himself in chat, saying that that's not so much the case anymore. So I guess, I mean, he's right with what he's saying. He doesn't have all that extra crazy shit anymore.
I think Timmy just nailed it in my chat here. I chase stream quality like a madman.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing I've learned is simple is better. Keep it simple.
Dude, kiss, bro.
Now,
Keep it simple, stupid.
that could be anything from your overlay to your setup. Like, I don't know what a bicubic downscale filter is. But when I'm
not worth it.
when I'm downscaling from 2560 to 1440, and that's what, or 2560 by 1440 to 720, and that's what they recommend. You know what? I'm gonna trust the software. I'm not gonna dick around with it to see if a different sharpener or downscale filter is better.
I've had John. I've run John's settings on my shit. I've run John's settings on my stuff, and it didn't work for me. It was very spotty on a lot of different things, and that's because my rig is different. The way I run my stuff is different, and I have a lot of other shit on the back end. Like I was saying, a lot of other stuff that's just sitting there that is causing different things to happen. Like there were some games when we were talking about the preview before, you guys. There was a couple of times where when the games I was playing, I had to turn my preview off in OBS so I could play the game smoothly. It was just something as simple as that. It's very strange.
Well, I mean, some of that has to do with memory allocation. Some of that has to do with game optimization. But you can find a happy medium. Like, I mean,
I think John has, before we go completely into the hole, I think John has found a happy medium though.
No.
Where he's at right now, since he did his revamp and everything like that, I think he's really fucking.
That's the issue. This is what I'm saying. Quit searching for something better.
Yeah, you have nailed it.
Focus
There's only
instead,
so much we can do as affiliates.
Focus instead on content.
Yeah, there's only so much we can do. Twitch doesn't give us a whole lot.
And we started this whole thing with single PC streaming versus dual PC streaming.
Yeah.
So you want your stream to look even better. You know what? It's not going to look better with dual PC stream.
It's not noticeably.
Because I could stream right now in 1080 by 60 frames per second if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I would just have to take my settings from medium high down to medium, or in games like Red Dead Redemption, from medium down to low.
Yeah.
But if I wanted to play Apex, which Jesus Christ, shoot me in the face.
I play that all day.
If I wanted to play Apex, which has no physical properties that make it a hard game to render, everything is angular, everything's easy. There's not a lot of shadowing. I could still run Apex in high to ultra at 1080 by 60 frames per second with a singular computer.
See, here's the weird thing. I can't play that game.
Yeah, well, that's because the game is ass. No, I hate shields. I shoot you in the face. You should be dead. And that's what I don't get about your setup. You having so many problems with singular types of games doesn't make any sense to me.
It's very, very particular games that all don't have anything in common. I don't get it.
And I wonder that what makes me wonder about that is I'm sure you tried using NVENC and using the CPU and all that stuff. And what I wonder is if deep in the settings, if it's a DirectX thing.
I don't know. I mean, even after the fresh install, and we got all those other problems fixed, I still haven't. I haven't tried in a while, but I don't know.
Yeah, I just mean like a DirectX thing in the sense like in Red Dead 2, you have the option between Vulkan and DirectX 12. Other games you don't have that option. So if your system isn't particularly compatible with DirectX, then and the game runs on that rather than Vulkan, that's where you're going to see some issues because rendering it is nearly impossible for a system that's like, goddamn, DirectX is hard. It's like
I've never actually even thought about that. That's never even been brought up in the many discussions we've had.
Some of us, it's just like human beings. Some of us pick up languages really easy. We just go, oh, Spanish?
Oh, Spanish.
Donde está la biblioteca, bitch? You know, where's the library? Yeah. It's for some people, language is easy. For some people, math is easy. And I think each iteration of a PC and the settings for your streaming are indicative of what can be handled, and it's hard to find that happy medium.
It's very difficult. It's actually funny you bring it up because I've noticed more as I've gotten into trying to make everything just stay consistent that I have had to change settings on the fly. Well, I thought we were doing a cheers. And it does come down. Okay, we'll just cheers. Cheers, brother.
What is that, a White Claw, you bitch?
It's water.
You put a White Claw in a water bottle?
No, ew.
Oh, hey, guys. Hey, everybody. Guess what? The whole idea. Yeah, I'm looking at the whole crowd. I'm starting on the full right side. All the way over here. I'm scanning the whole crowd. You know what? We're doing the lower level first.
You got to work tomorrow, Jerb?
Scanning them all.
You got to work tomorrow?
Goddamn right I do.
Oh,
yes, I do.
Good luck, dude. Okay, never mind.
I'm driving a vehicle.
So am I,
like a
asshole.
punk-ass sushi bitch.
Have fun.
Oh, scanning the whole left side. You know what? Upper deck. What's up? Hey.
Oh, we got an upper deck in this bitch.
What's up, bro? What's up? Scanning them all. Hey, everybody. The whole idea of a live pod was we're drunk.
Yeah.
When we do it.
I have a little bit of fire. I don't have enough to get drunk. I don't have enough here.
You don't have enough soul to be a man.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, honey.
You're hilarious. Anyway.
We talked about this. We talked about it. You're going to come back at me. You're going to come back at me with a hard ass fucking shit. When I put you down, you're going to say, fuck you, Gerb.
It's all right, Gerb. I'm not an alcoholic like you, so I'm just working on drinking water.
Oh.
So.
No, yeah, I'm an alcoholic. I'm totally okay with you labeling me that way. I'm a 3-day-a-week alcoholic. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I'm a once a month
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm drinking.
I'm a once a month kind of guy. So, since
What's
you're
up?
saying it, I should
hold
probably
on.
try again. What's up?
Rover just said,
This
I wish I was invited to this podcast.
I fucking love you, Dad. I love you so much. See, John Gomballs keeps pushing the idea of him being a guest, and I told him I'd sooner destroy the podcast and burn it to the ground before he.
Well, I mean, the whole thing with having a guest, which we've never had, is they have to bring something to it.
Rover would bring everything to the podcast.
Rover would bring multiple things. I mean, he's. I hate the word variety streamer, but motherfucker cooks on stream.
Dude, he cooks on stream. He plays hockey. He plays Fortnite. He plays Mortal Kombat. Motherfucker plays everything, dude.
Yeah, no. Just tonight, I watched him play Fortnite because I was hosting him before I got on the stream. He played Fortnite and then switched to Mortal Kombat, and I'm like, what doesn't this guy do?
Dude, he's the gangster, bro. Shout out goddamn Rover in my chat right now, mods. John Cotton wasn't looking at you. I would never yell at Sensei that way.
But no, I do
Sensei
think
says, "Wow, you straight up killed John. You missed 20 minutes ago when we were absolutely decimating him."
I think getting other views besides my sarcastic, just trying to find a quick jab to like throw at you or to throw at a viewer. I'm just being a sarcastic asshole the entire time. Sushi's being fairly earnest. Saying, hey, this is what I mean. You know, you throw a jab here and there, but not nearly as often as me. I think getting another view in here would be great, but at the same time, it would be awkward for me to have Rover on stream.
Too much
because if Rover said something along the lines of the things that you say, and my immediate reaction is, oh, I'm about to roast this bitch.
You can't roast Rover, dude. He'd fucking throw it back at you so hard.
I bet he would, and I would appreciate that so much more rather than the that you give me.
Because you want me to start going in? All right.
At least Rover's a man.
That's fine. We'll do it.
At least Rover's a man.
We'll start going in. I'll go in on you like I do the dickheads that come and chat and try to fucking bother me. So I'll give you that one. That's what we'll start doing.
All right. But problem is, I've been there for that, and all you do is say, "See you later," and ban him.
No, that's John. John says.
Okay,
John
you know what? Let's
John
talk about that a
John
little.
does the banning more than anything.
Let's talk about that a
We're gonna
little.
talk about how my mods fucking ban people before I ask them to.
No.
Don't okay Seth me, John. I'll fucking head kick you, dude.
I'm talking about banning people in stream. I have
Spencer, you're not invited to roast people. You cut deep.
I have 5 or 6 mods. Cotton Balls is one.
Yeah.
Mrs. Gerbil is one. Recently V-Kid is one.
Oh, really? Hell yeah. Congrats, V.
Yeah, because he pointed out that when I was on a break, a viewer played a very homophobic song with the F word, not fuck, in it.
Yeah, what a cool
all of the time.
That is.
Yeah, and I didn't even ban the guy for that.
What?
While you would have immediately banned the guy.
Yeah, I'd have banned.
And we talked about this on, I think, maybe the first pod. And it's been what, 12 weeks since the first pod. Have you changed at all on that?
Yeah,
because you're talking about I'm gonna deal with you like I deal with the scrubs, the trolls in chat.
Yeah, so it's really not so much like the mods also have gotten out. Again, I literally don't know why my lords aren't muting. I apologize, guys. I've definitely gotten better about it. I have not banned anybody in a while. Mods either. Mods haven't banned anybody in a while.
Rover just said, Jesus, I need this convo.
I haven't banned anybody in a while. My mods have definitely they're definitely seeded into the idea of we all share the same brain as far as what we're doing with people. The last time I banned somebody, I think, was probably because I thought they were trying to cause a problem during an event. And I think that is kind of a different conversation too. When I'm doing an event, I'm very much connected in two places. So I'm connected to the event and the people that are in it because I want them to have a good time, especially if they're new to the events. And then I'm connected to the stream as well, trying to make sure that's still, running where it's at. Because my mods are also helping me focus and making sure the events run well. Case in point, like the Rocket League thing. I think not the last one, but the one prior to that we had like 4 or 5 people come in from the Rocket League like community, and we're just like trying to cause problems, and we're like typing stuff and putting like big copy pastas in the chat and things like that. So I just purged all of them. I think I maybe banned like one of them, and I probably undid it later, but more or less it was like to get rid of that sort of thing. But I have pumped the brakes on that quite a bit. I'm usually just I don't know. I know. So KGB, you've talked to him probably a handful of times when I've rated you. He usually is the one that does anything, and he's a staple in the channel, and he usually is the one that starts something in the chat where John, I will say, is typically the one that gets on him and bans and purges, or not bans, but like times out or purges or something like that. So I try to stop most of that from happening, because if it's not going to bother me, it's not going to bother me. And I think a big thing that John tends to go after, and this is something that a lot of people when they first start streaming is like what TOS is about or whatever. And TOS is very loose in most areas and very, very strict in other areas. And I think personally, and this is kind of difficult to do, but, and the way I'll say this, I know what race KGB is. And so KGB uses language that he would use just the way he wants to use it, words that we shouldn't say, but he says them, and he can say them in the chat, but he says them in a chopped form that doesn't, it's not anything crazy. And I think that's typically what ends up getting him in trouble, because maybe mods don't feel comfortable or other people wouldn't feel comfortable, but I'm comfortable with him talking that way because it's the way he wants to talk. So I let him do whatever the fuck he wants. But when it's like a new person, if I don't know who the fuck you are and you come in and talking something like that, I would definitely like purge your shit and be like, hey, why don't we chill the fuck out for a minute? But I'm purging people more recently. I'm purging messages more than I'm banning people, because that seems to get the message across pretty quick.
I guess the difference between us, first, it starts at the penis, but you have fully active mods.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky to have that.
Yeah, I have mods who are there maybe an hour of stream, and I stream for 5 hours.
Right.
And then Mrs. Gerbil, who's just got me on lurk because she's a nice lady. No, VKid, I didn't add a remove feature for song requests. Sorry. But I would much rather deal with them myself in the sense that,
You've
okay,
said before you like to play
if a
with your
guy
food.
comes in spamming the F word referring to homosexuals, all right, obviously dude's gone.
Right.
I mean, he just comes in and says
You're just trying to cause a problem.
F.
Yeah, you're just trying to cause a problem.
You know, and when I first started streaming, my name is Gerbilicious, so I got a lot of German viewers right off the bat.
Interesting.
Because it's in all caps and it starts with GER, which is Germany. Right. So I would get a lot of randoms coming in who were German, and I don't speak German. I could say 9 for no.
Right.
Eins, zwei, drei for 1, 2, 3. That's all I know.
And my brother knows way more German than I do.
Yeah. And but they would come in and start saying shit in German, but their names would be like 40-inch N-word dick lover.
Jeez. Oh wait, yeah, because it translates for us.
Yeah. And so I just get rid of them, immediately. Now, it's been a long time since that's happened, but I still every once in a while get a person who comes in, just they start off nice, Everybody starts off nice in general.
Spencer's got a really good story about something like that about me.
Everybody comes in nice. Recently had a guy came in, said, "Hey, I love this game. Have you done this and this and this?" And I'm like, "You know what? I've done a couple of those things. I haven't done this one. I've avoided all spoilers. Please don't spoil anything for me, And he's like, "Oh shit, yeah, I'm sorry, no problem." And then, we're chit-chatting, everything's fine. And then all of a sudden he just busts a Trump on me. He was like, "Yeah, if it wasn't for those fucking Mexicans." And I'm like, dude, I'm not cool with that in my channel. I'm basically a hippie.
Yikes, dude.
I don't smoke weed, but I'm a tree hugging hippie, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I shouldn't have said that. I saw your beard, your mustache is he never said that, but it's basically like,
right.
If you look at me, I'm a larger dude, got a beard, used to have a beard till I started for UPS, you cocksuckers. A beard and a mustache, and you just see a guy who probably shoots guns.
You get categorized.
I've never fired a gun in my life. 1 second. Frisky.
Yeah, you're good, dude.
Holy shit. Thank you for the raid.
I was going to say, this is really hard for us not to do this. So, Pledge, thank you so much for the follow. And Shab, thank you for the resub, bro. I love you, man.
Yeah.
Frisky, it's hard. We're just going to have to do it like this. There's no other way.
We got to raid.
Let's go, Frisky. I love you, dude.
But so I have this guy who assumed because I look a certain way, he didn't know where I lived. If I tell somebody I live in Oregon, they're going to be like, you hippie bitch. Right?
Right.
But he didn't know. And so as soon as no, dude, I'm not down with you saying dirty Mexicans or something like that. That's not cool. And so he's like, "I'm so sorry. It won't happen again." And I'm like, "All right, you know what? You got your one pass. That's it. That's all we got. If you do it again, obviously I'm going to ban you." He's like, "Yeah, I don't blame you. That's my bad." And so rather than just that instant ban, I now have a viewer who is respectful and nice. And yes, there are going to be viewers who, when I say, "No, you can't say that on my channel," they're like, "All right, well, we'll just get 100 bit. Thank you, Heavy." Now I got a viewer who is respectful, and there's gonna be people who come in who are like, it and say something like that, and I go, "Yo, dude, I'm not cool with that." Nah. I mean, you can hang out if you want to. You can watch the game. We can talk about science. We can talk about sex. We can talk about religion. We can talk about politics, which I will never shy away from on my channel. And that is the one thing.
I don't want to talk about it. I always fucking.
That's
like,
I would like that to be our next topic for one simple reason that I have no, not actually getting into politics.
Oh,
why or why not streamers don't talk about politics?
Oh, we can get into it immediately. Yeah, sure, dude.
Yeah. But
finish yours. I got one for you, and then we'll get right to that.
Yeah. So there's going to be people who come in who are like, yeah, fucking Mexicans. And I'm like, no, dude, not cool. Not cool. Not in this channel. And they're like, oh, you're just a fucking yuppie right-wing bitch or left-wing. I don't even know.
I think there's a lot of people who just walk around Twitch and try to start problems. I think a lot of them are
and that's fine.
People like
definitely fine. I don't get a lot of that, and I think that's because I'm not in first person anymore.
I don't get
it happens so much more.
That doesn't surprise me
in first person.
And I don't get a lot of bullshit. Like I typically don't. But like what are you giggling? What did you do, man?
Sushi looks like he has some half-cooked ramen coming out from under his hat.
Ban V Kid permanently, please. But
okay,
hold on
a second.
Oh, you got some shit going on.
47 bits, cotton balls. Thank you.
Let's go, boys.
100 bits heavy. Okay. All right, 100 bits Rover. 100 bits Rover.
Let's go, boys. You guys are nuts. Get it going.
All right, take it easy, nerds.
Get it going.
Take it easy.
Get that shit going.
We're doing a podcast. Don't make me turn alerts off, you bitches.
But I had a kid come through. It's not even like the same thing at all, but like to the extent, I think the last time I had an issue with someone, I had somebody come through and they literally said to me, and this was their cool kid way of saying something to me. They're like, you look like every other Call of Duty streamer. I'm like, sick, dude. And you look like you got a Twitch Prime. You should give that to me. Motherfucker just left. All right, hey, I love you guys. Thank you for your bits. 36. But the fucking noties are going off, and I can't fucking turn them off. So, like, it's not being helpful to me. But I do love you. Thank you for the bits. Jesus fucking Christ. 36, 36,
yeah, I can't.
36.
I can't right now. Rover, heavy, V Kid. Oh, Jesus, V Kid. 1,000 bits? Sushi, you bitch.
Holy shit. I had to get on the fun. Let's go, V.
Oh my God.
We're just
relax.
They're just
people.
they're just pinging the I smell pennies alert over and over again.
Oh my God. Wait, is that what your alert is?
Yeah,
I smell pennies.
Smell pennies. That's mine.
Oh my God. Mine is lick my bowl from Rick and Morty.
There's more pennies to be smelled.
My cup was entirely full. V Kid dropped 1,000 in it, and my cup exploded, and it's almost empty now.
God damn. And then I got Carl from Aquatine 100. Hey, now you speak my language here. For the 100 biddies. Thank you, Sensei, for the 100 biddies. You guys are bananas.
All right. I got a way to fix this. I got a way to fix people giving me biddies.
What do you got?
Sushi's gonna talk. You guys keep giving me biddies. I'm gonna let Sushi talk, and I'm gonna take a piss.
Right,
I'll be right back.
A piss. I'm watching them destroy your fucking channel. So where we at here? Okay, again, we have a multi-Twitch going on here. If you guys are new, first of all, thank you everybody for the biddies. I appreciate that so much. Our new follow pledge, thank you so much, brother. That is the mic that we're using. You guys can also find all of these on here. You guys can go to the YouTube channel and subscribe there and listen to the podcasts. We try to do one like every 2 weeks, but it's a little up in the air. We got a couple more topics, but again, we're talking about shit right now, just going between me and him. So you guys got anything you guys want us to talk about, feel free to put it in the chat. To make sure that you at us so we can see it, or add a mod, and the mods will let us know. That is the multi-stream for the Buzz. Make sure you guys are giving him a follow as well. Follow Gerbiliscious. Love that gentleman. But I think it is really interesting talking about mods and like Twitch etiquette and handling people. So why CSGO is the greatest game ever. CSGO is a terrible fucking game. where terrible people play video games collectively and call each other terrible names. And I hate the fucking game. Last time I played CSGO, I have the black Twitch logo, and I got called black, and then was kicked from my team.
8680 cheered Dex 16.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad, for the 16 bits. Love you, Rover. How dare you, sir, dude? That game is fucking dumb. It's such a dumb game. Do you want a fully finished game, or do you like the idea of access games? That's a fucking great question, Spencer. Thank you. I like the idea of access games for being able to buy them at a cheap price and then look at really cool
Rover
objectives and stuff.
8680 cheered Dex 200.
Thank you, Roby, baby. I love you, man. Thank you for the 200 biddies, 216 bits. Like having the idea of early access games that are cool when they're new ideas and being able to look at them, and then like Revenant, for example, being able to look at Revenant where it was when we got in and then where it's at now. Fucking shit. What is that fucking game from Epic? The Mage BR. Fuck, dude. Spellbreak? Spellbreak was a totally different game when it first came out in early access, and is an incredible game now. Splitgate, fucking incredible early access game. It's a drop in the hat to find a really cool early access game that blossoms into something phenomenal. But I think having the ability to do that is really fucking cool. And I think that's where a lot of console players miss out from that.
Hey, now you speak
but then a full-fledged game, nothing really beats a full-fledged game, man. It really doesn't. Sensei with 177 bits. Thank you, Sensei. You guys are fighting for that top spot, I bet, ain't you? Sensei's out here killing it right now.
Hey, now you speak
Heavy 130 cheered Dex 201.
201 bits. Thank you, brother. 201 lol. Let's go, dude. Appreciate you, Heavy. Thank you, my man. I like early access, but don't charge me full price for an unpolished game. That, unfortunately, is the world we live in now, brother. It's a little bit difficult to do. It's a little bit difficult to traverse that. I think it's kind of up to us, unfortunately. It's up to us to traverse that land and, you know, dig out these fucking gems and find them. But the unpolished shit, you got to wade through it. And sometimes an unpolished game looks so promising, and then you just fall into a shithole. I think Tarkov's a fucking phenomenal game. I think as far as early access goes, it's probably one of the most, well, how would you say that? It was one of the most, how do you say it? What's the word I'm looking for? Promising. It's such a promising fucking game. Like if I painted half of your car and charged you full price, I wouldn't fucking pay you. You know, you're 100% right. Paid $70 for an early access game, watched for like 4+ years and died on release. That does suck. Split game is free. No, I get it. I totally get it. You know, grinds my gears. Daisy. I don't know anything about Daisy. How you feel about Kojima successfully releasing a game that's basically your job to simulate pain? So I talked a lot. That's also a good point. I talked a lot of shit about that game. We're talking about Death Stranding. I talked a lot of shit about that because I spent so many hours trying to figure out what the hell this game was before it came out. And I couldn't get any answers. And then finally, when we got an answer, I was so pissed off. And not because it's just like FedEx Simulator, but because it wasn't what I thought a Kojima game was supposed to be. And like, I know that's kind of my interpretation of a Kojima game. But then when I saw it, I was like, I have to play this. I really still want to play it very badly. I've avoided a lot of it because I fell in love with it almost instantaneously. Once you get past the initial take this to this and take this to this, and then story starts to happen, it's so insane. So insane, dude. Daisy had a lot of potential. I heard that, man. Daisy was an Arma zombie apocalypse mod that was made into a game. I heard it had a lot of potential. So just to kind of date myself so you guys kind of understand where I fit in on the timeline as far as PC gaming, I showed up right around the time PUBG started to pop, and what was the other game? What was the H1Z1? When H1Z1 was still kind of like king of the Twitch universe, is kind of when I showed up. So we got some good questions here, Jerb.
All right.
Spencer asked, what do you think about early access versus fully fledged games? So he said, do you want a fully finished game, or do you like the idea of early access? And what I said was, I like the idea of early access existing where the gems exist. You got to kind of wade through all that shit to find it. But I think
Mhm.
things like, and I was comparing things like Splitgate, Tarkov, Spellbreak,
H1Z1.
H1Z1, really fucking phenomenal games that
PUBG.
blossomed. PUBG, yeah, PUBG was early access, wasn't it? Where they blossomed into these huge games. Tarkov being, I think, one of the most promising fucking games that could come out, like when it's fully done. It's like so in depth. But you do have to wade through a lot of shit. And then Sensei's talking about how DayZ kind of was this big like piece of garbage, I guess. That's what everyone's saying. I don't know anything about it. Right when you sat down, I was kind of letting everybody know where I kind of showed up into the PC gaming world.
I'm cool with early access for, honestly, early access works best for my brain doesn't work. My brain doesn't work for battle royales. Early access works best for battle royales.
I think so too.
You couldn't put an RPG out in early access.
Right.
You just couldn't.
I mean, that's what they kind of did with Revenant, but it definitely
Rover
came up a little bit more,
8680
like,
just resubscribed
I'm
for
gonna
5 months.
constantly object
Sushifishninja gifted a tier
to you
1
calling
sub to
Revenant an
Rover
RPG.
8680.
No, it's an
action RPG, dude.
No, it is an action game. There is no RPG elements. All action games have stories. Is COD campaign an RPG?
No,
How is Remnant an RPG then?
because it's a role playing game.
How?
You decide what kind of role you play.
Okay. You decide what kind of role you play in COD.
No, you don't. You shoot bad guys.
Yeah, you shoot bad guys in Remnant.
Yeah, upgradable weapons and skills.
Upgradable weapons and skills happen in COD as well.
Same gun the whole time. Just because it's got a foregrip on it doesn't mean it's an upgraded gun.
Yes, it does.
No,
Same thing in Battle Royale. Once I got a foregrip on my
Battle Royale is different from Call of Duty
416.
Well.
Exactly.
Call of Duty
We've gone into such small subsections.
That is what I agree with. Yes, subsections are bullshit.
I'll never.
They're all bullshit.
I'm going to head out, play some games with homies.
Yeah,
all right, Shadow. Have a good night.
Yeah, you just dipped on mine too. Remnant is an adventure game with RPG elements. I think it's better said that way.
I would say, Remnant has RPG elements.
Yeah. Very little.
But it's just straight action adventure.
It is.
You said we had some good questions. So there's early access there. I mentioned something before I left for an extended period of time because I'm a nicotine fiend and had to pee. They're especially with the very popular streamers, Ammunition, Shroud. The Doc, not so much,
really like
but still to an extent. No, I'm going in a fully different direction than early access.
Oh.
This Crafty. You keep everything to your gameplay, into the games you like. You don't talk about real world events besides say, "Oh shit, that happened. That's fucked up."
Oh yeah.
There's an unwritten rule on Twitch that you don't talk about politics.
Well, I mean, you got people like Destiny. That personally is where I go to fill that little bit of political talking and stuff like that. Whereas a lot of the times the conversations are going way over my head. Destiny's a streamer. Sorry.
Destiny.
Destiny,
or
the streamer. Hassan. I don't really do anything with Hassan stuff.
I'm not familiar.
Destiny is a very, very intelligent guy. We actually watched a whole documentary about I think it was I want to say China. I don't have a full description of the area because I forget. We watched a whole documentary on his stream while he was kind of talking back and forth through it, talking about how they are taking these kids to these schools and to basically train them to love their government and only trust their government and not talk to their family and not talk to people outside. Maybe in North Korea, I believe that might have been actually it. And they were talking about how the little kids are, but it's taught to them like all cute and happy and cool, and that's what that's what they know. And then the people there who were like trying to film shit, like they got a lot of shit for filming. Like a lot, could have got a lot of trouble for a lot of stuff. It was really scary. It was really scary to see it. Like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, then it was definitely China.
Yeah.
It was definitely China, not North Korea, because the cameras wouldn't have been let into North Korea.
There was a lot of like the whole thing. It's like in the shirt lapel kind of. I mean, can't see it. Kind of thing.
That's a lot of looking outside of our current American situation. And while there are people who are very, very supportive of the current government, and they have every right to be. We are in America. Believe whatever you want to believe.
America.
Religion, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom to carry firearms, freedom of everything, basically, was the whole foundation. And while I can disagree with some things, such as firearms, if you want to carry a firearm, that's totally fine. I'm happy for you. If that floats your boat, awesome. And you keep it away from your family who, your son who may have depression or whatever, and you keep it away from him and it keeps him from committing suicide or doing something else. Wonderful.
I didn't grow up around guns until
you're a great human being.
Yeah.
For being responsible. But there on Twitch, there is a hesitance to talk about political things for one reason. Because our political system is divided into one side or the other.
100%. And I think any streamer would avoid anything at all costs to divide anyone in their chat.
I will never do that. Are you an always Trumper? Are you a never Trumper? Come into my chat. Let me show you that you are the same fucking person.
This is where you and I are, again, we differ as people.
Come into my chat and I will prove to you that you are the same person. You're the same neckbeard, whether you're from Portland, fucking hippie ass Oregon, which I love, or backwoods, living in a holler, drinking moonshine, sitting in a rocking chair with a shotgun across your lap. Anybody that comes onto your property, you're going to shoot first and ask questions later.
Don't talk about Kale like that.
Any of them. And I will absolutely prove to you that you are the same fucking person. Which is why I fundamentally disagree with the idea that talking about politics on Twitch is suicide.
I don't think it's suicide. I think it comes.
I tell you what. If Dr. Disrespect, who placates to a base, who is based on violence, speed, and momentum,
right?
While they are whether they're right or left, are very willing to help out the community. Right. They are all about that community. They're very helpful. They help the troops. They help whatever charity it brings up. Mm-hmm. They'll help each other. Mm-hmm. They're wonderful people. If Dr. Disrespect came out and said, you know what? I am far side of Democrat, he would lose half of his viewers.
Probably.
Period.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And
there's a difference that you got to understand. There's a difference between people like that and people like us doing it. There's a huge difference.
Well, I mean, we're obviously small. You're bigger than me.
It's not even about small. It's not even about small. There's people like that will take the big three, take Ninja, Shroud, Doc. Okay. Mm-hmm. Those guys have, they are Ninja,
but okay.
They are characters. They are characters that are seated in the community of the internet. Listen, they are people who are paid to do certain things, talk about certain things, and be about certain things. I don't think it is about suicide by any means, because where we stand, we have the freedom to do these kind of things. We could do those things and seat ourselves that way and continue our careers to be so, while even if it is division or not. Where they stand, it's not about their audience. It's not about the money. It's about everything else that comes alongside that. If Doc, Ninja, or Shroud posted a picture, says, I voted today, and they held up a Trump Pence 2020 sign next to him, they would lose a lot. And they would also gain a lot. It's a give and take to that situation, but it's about the look for their sponsors. It's about the look for their brand deals. It's about the look for their movie deals and things like that. It's that takes into precedence. It does take into precedence on Twitch, because now that's been invited into their chat, now those people are going to be there. Those articles are going to be written. The backlash for the publicity, the other publicity department has to take care of that kind of shit. It is a lot deeper of a rabbit hole where they probably have, if you sat and watched 1,000 hours of either of them, you could probably figure out what it is that they agree on. Little questions prodding here and there. They'll fucking let it out. Everybody does.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do think it isn't about their chat. I don't think they give a fuck about dividing their chat or their fucking community by any means. It is a give and take. They'll gain probably more than they lose. But it is, I think, all of that other shit in the background. I think that's why we don't see it so much on that level, at least.
Yeah, and to boil it down to what you're saying, it is their entire livelihood.
Yeah.
And they have to protect that. So why walk out on this plank?
Yeah, you're right.
When you can just play it safe. But I think there comes a time where the world has to say something. And if you look at Hong Kong right now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Shit like that where emergency health workers, so EMTs,
right,
aren't allowed, get arrested for trying to help protesters.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy has got his head split open. He's gonna die if I don't save him. So they're trying to save him, and they get arrested for that, and the guy dies.
Yeah.
Or the girl dies.
Yeah. I watched a video of it yesterday. I watched a guy literally get shot in the stomach, and an EMT tried to help him, and a cop fucking arrested the guys who's trying to help him.
Exactly. So I think there comes a point where you have to put aside, and obviously the big streamers are never going to do it.
No.
The medium streamers have the opportunity to do it.
They won't. If they're making any sort of revenue stream, they won't.
Yeah, they won't. And that's what I'm saying. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you believe in. If you want to come into my channel, if you want to come in and say, you know what? I fucking love Trump. I think he's protecting us from this, and this. And then I have the exact opposite. If we wanted to do the stereotypical thing, Trump,
Fuck Trump, I love Trump. Yeah.
Gun-toting,
whatever.
I don't want to say redneck, but let's just go as far as we can possibly push it.
Yeah.
So a Trump redneck versus a hippie with dreadlocks, tree hugger, who thinks business shouldn't exist because it's ruining the world. The whole world's gonna die. So the two extreme opposites.
You have the two, yeah.
I can get both of them into chat and get both of them to agree on something. It is very easy.
I'm sure it is for you. For me, it's not that easy.
That's the problem.
Well, it's because because I don't know enough. Because I don't care.
You don't have to know anything. Here's what you have to know.
Okay. What's up, Sag? How you doing, bud?
Stupid, stinky hippie. Human being.
Yeah.
Stupid redneck Trumper.
Yeah.
Human being.
Yeah.
Stupid, stinky hippie. American.
Yeah, Sag.
Stupid redneck Trumper. American. Stupid, stinky hippie wants the country to be better.
Yeah.
Trumper wants the country to be better.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. It's a podcast. I'm sorry.
So it's a pyramid.
Listen.
Each one is at the base, and we're building to the same point. The issue is how to get to the top. So Trumpers want to go this way, and then up, and then over, and then back up again. while hippies just want to go, what? Let's just make a big circle.
Yeah.
You know, two completely different perspectives.
Listen,
But
listen,
I can.
Spencer says if you don't use crystal deodorant, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. So I agree with that.
Wait, what's crystal deodorant?
You should see. This is your problem. I don't actually know what it is either.
Like, is he talking about like
Are you talking about like the
deodorant?
Are you actually talking about like the crystals, like the fucking stupid shit?
Are you talking about like hippie style? I use crystals to get rid of my stink. Dude,
so real, dude.
Dude, your dreads still stink. The crystal isn't helping your dreads from stinking, if that's what he's talking about. And I've been around a lot of those fuckers because I work construction and we had to have environmentalists.
Jesus.
And there were a lot of dreaded up hips.
Oh, I don't
the
doubt that.
environmentalists.
See, John's saying something really interesting, and I agree. But
what's that?
So he said, well, first he says, politics are a delicate tripwire, and I think they can be. And he also says that he uses a Ouija board to vote. So that's where John is. But anyway, hold on. I get your point entirely. And you're right. You're absolutely right. Where I am at, for me, is one, I don't want to use the brain power to do it. I personally don't care enough to do so. If you want to hate each other, you can hate each other. I don't give a shit. But I tell you what, if you both like this game, let's fucking hang out, talk about the game. If you like the community, let's hang out and talk about the community. But for me, I almost feel like a Papa Bear in a sense, like protecting my cubs. Like, I don't want my chat to have a bad time. And I've never set the precedent prior to that I would partake in those conversations. I've declined those conversations. I have exiled those conversations many times in the past. So for me to take on that role would be very, very weird now. But it's still, I reserve the right to do so. But personally, again, all the way to my core, I won't do it. I just don't enjoy it. I don't know enough. I don't take the time to learn enough. Fuck it, dude. I probably haven't voted. I just saw Spencer say to join. John, never mind. That's not what I was talking about. Anyway, I probably haven't voted in the last maybe 5 years, 6, 7 times or something like that. I probably haven't. It's just not something that's very interesting to me. And maybe when I get older, it will be, or maybe not. That's besides the point to me. I had one instance of this situation as far as religion, which is kind of in the same counterbalance of talking about politics. And I have a very strong background in religion, a very strong upbringing in it. And I
didn't know that.
I did. I actually used to play in a band where I like read Bible verses on stage and shit. And like, I prayed over people. A lot, dude. I was really deep into the whole thing.
I did not know that at all.
Yeah. It's a very, 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 very like big part of my life, but I
Never
don't
talking to you again.
But I don't believe in any of that stuff anymore. I don't fuck with it. My family's still very deep into it. My brother's still very deep into it. And I don't care for it. I was turned off of it by maybe 4 or 5 churches I went to like in a row that were just like super like, hey, God loves money and so do we. And I was like, see you later, dude. And that just turned me so off to it. And maybe somewhere down the road that'll pick it up. But for the fact of the matter, like, I had somebody come into chat that I don't even remember how the conversation started, but they tried to talk to me about the Bible, and it just flipped a fucking evil switch in my head, dude. And I just went ballistic, bro. And this dude was like firing shit back at me. And it got to the point where I was like full zoom camera, just like, dude, your fucking whole thing's a lie. You're fucking lying to yourself. And it was this whole super evil side of me that I never wanted to fucking put out on the internet. And it got fucking nasty, dude. And chat was
where
like,
the clips at?
I don't know if it ever got clipped, but chat was really uncomfortable. They kept saying that they were uncomfortable. They kept asking me like, can we please time this dude out? Like, let us fucking ban this dude. I was like, no, fuck this guy, bro. Like, I'm going to fucking tell him and I'm going to show him. And I was like, well, who the fuck am I? Like, this dude's name is like Bible Thumper or something like that. Like, that's his whole thing is he goes around chat and does that. And he fucking nailed me, bro. I'm sure I'm on YouTube on some compilation, bro, for sure. I fucking destroyed this kid.
I would love Bible Thumper to come into my stream.
I love that shit. And you would entertain it. And it was the reason the evil switch flipped, bro, is because he was pissing off my fucking friends. And like, that's what made me mad. I was like, they're all obviously uncomfortable, and you think you're having a fucking fun time. And I get flipped.
I find opportunities like that, even with racists who just come in and shout something racist.
That shit,
find.
I have probably a paragraph of banned words. Like, I'm sure it's probably tried to happen 100 times. You can't get in, dude. You just can't.
I have 0 banned words.
I have all that shit banned specifically because, again, to me, it's not about me. It's about other people being uncomfortable, and I don't want that.
Yeah, and that's the difference between you. You don't want people to feel uncomfortable.
I avoid it big time.
What I want people to feel is reality.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say reality, and that's I mean, that's the difference between us. Like, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, it starts at the penis. Every time you say it, it's gonna happen. I'm sorry, I'm an Eminem.
It's fine. It's
giant fucking fan,
Oh,
and I've been listening to so much Chris D'Elia lately.
I love Chris D'Elia so much.
I've listened.
You listen to his podcast?
60 hours of his podcast.
Oh,
in the last,
dude,
like 3 weeks. That's all I'm listening to.
Are you a little baby boy, dude?
I'm a baby.
I'm a baby. You going to the cabin?
I'll be in that cabin. I'll do whatever.
Dude.
I'll do whatever Daddy wants me to.
Fuck yeah, dude! I love you so much. I gotta get you on. I gotta get you on your mom's house.
I really want some of his. I really want some of his merch, but I just can't get it right now. But
you gotta get on your mom's house podcast, man. That shit's next level.
Yeah. His brother Matt. Have you listened to any of Matt D'Elia's podcasts?
No, because the last time I listened to Chris D'Elia's podcast, he was talking about Matt's podcast. I didn't get to it.
Do you know who Joe Walsh is?
Mm-hmm.
Former Fox dude. Just, and one of the only guys who was on Fox, like early in Trump presidency, to be like, whoa, what the fuck is Trump doing? And then basically got fired.
Yeah.
And, he kept up his own podcast or radio channel that he has. And so he has all the people who are far right who love Trump, but he bashes Trump at the same time while upholding right-wing standards like, keep government out of my religion, keep government out of my daily life, which is why the Republican Party was formed, to keep government small, to keep them out of your everyday life.
Yup.
While I don't agree with Republicans 90% of the time.
And look what we all did, you bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah, exactly. I can't believe you got one.
It's free, dude.
Everybody's going to know that you love Shemale.
Fuck it, bro. Fucking send me some more, man. I'm running out.
But, so even though Joe Walsh is kind of a crazy person, Matt D'Elia, his whole podcast is called Matt D'Elia is Confused. And he wants to know more. He's like, well, I don't understand your viewpoint. Just tell me about your viewpoint, and I'll react.
I thought it was. Is it him and Joe Walsh?
Yeah, it's him talking to Joe Walsh over the phone.
I didn't know that.
One of the first episodes, and other episodes are him talking with QAnon.
Wait, for real?
Actually, it's him talking with a QAnon researcher about what QAnon believes in.
Does he ever have like Sam Tripoli and them from the Tinfoil Hat podcast come in?
He's trying to get so he had an expert about QAnon who has his own podcast on QAnon and what they believe in. So he has that expert on and talks to him, and what he wants to do is get the one side from the non-QAnon believer,
right?
And eventually, hopefully, somebody from QAnon will agree to come on his podcast.
That would be insane.
And which, if you know anything about QAnon, oh my God, that's some crazy shit.
That'd be so bananas.
Yeah. But the Matt D'Elia side of it is kind of what I feel. You know what? I don't believe a fucking thing you believe in. Not one bit. But you know what? I'm willing to listen to what you have to say. Please, go ahead. Feel free to tell me your opinion. You're an American. You're allowed to have your own views. You're allowed to believe in aliens, believe anime is real, to be a furry, to do whatever you want to do. You're American. We can do whatever we want to do. And the idea that doing whatever we want to do makes us different from the people who do the opposite of what we want to do
Yeah.
is completely incorrect.
I just think again, with me, I think it just comes from a lack of like the confidence to be able to have the conversation on an intellectual level.
Well,
like, and I don't mean even like a super smart. Like to you, I think you could even have without the knowledge of the situation. I think you could have the conversation, take in what they're saying, do your research, even quickly for that matter, and then be able to have that conversation. And
I don't
know enough to like even be able to attach to something.
I don't need to know anything about what they're talking about.
Well, I know what you're saying
is the difference.
I know what you're saying is just it all boils down to we're fucking red-blooded American human beings. Like that's just,
no. And one of the things I actually hate most in the world is I'm American. I'm entitled to this.
Well, yeah, that's bullshit. First of all,
I hate
100%. That's bullshit as fuck.
But what I do agree with is I'm American. I'm free. Even though I'm on this side of the spectrum and I'm American, I'm free. I'm on this side of the spectrum. That's the entitlement of our country. However, if you come in my channel and you're like, yeah, Trump's the fucking best. Look, you know what? I am a registered independent. I have never voted Republican.
Mm-hmm.
I voted for Obama the last 2 times.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the only thing I voted for him the first time. That's it.
Before that, I never voted. Local elections, I have never voted.
Yeah, same.
You know, like House of Representatives, Congress, I've never voted. No. The only time I wanted to vote was the very first time like legal weed came up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was in college and
that's because I was in college
and I was a stoner.
Yeah,
you know,
everybody goes for it.
Yeah,
Night, Spencer, love you, buddy. We'll sing you a lullaby in a minute.
The whole idea is you don't want to seem uneducated. A guy brings in an argument and he's done his research. He's all hard and he's ready to go. You know, say Sushi comes in my channel, he's like, yeah, Trump's the fucking best, this and that, and gives me like a rundown of all the benefits that Trump has brought to the country.
Right.
Which I may see as all detriments that Trump has brought to the country. Instead of going, dude, you're fucking crazy, get the fuck out of my channel, and banning or timing out any of that, I'm gonna go, all right, man, that's cool that you have those beliefs, but I'll tell you what, you know what? I'm a Democrat, technically a registered independent, but I tend to believe on the other side of what you believe. What would you think about this? You think I'm delivering for UPS now, and I'm kind of out in the boonies. There's literally signs out that say legislators want to take your guns.
Yeah, dude. You know how many houses?
No, they fucking don't.
You know how many houses I deliver to that have Trump Pence 2020 as their? It's like it's their door. Like it's literally their door.
You're in Ohio.
Yeah, yeah, it's a little different. Yeah, I guess
I'm in Oregon, and so it goes from like Eugene, super fuck Trump,
yeah,
to 30 miles of farmland to the next big city.
Yep.
And that farmland is all pro-Trump.
Yep.
And like timber guys.
Yep.
Is all pro-Trump. And then big city, fuck Trump again.
Yep.
And then 50 miles to Portland, which is obviously fuck Trump because it's hippie central. But what I'm saying is, like, there are signs out that say legislators want to take your guns. So if somebody comes in to my channel and they say, you know, I'm from Oregon, I love Trump, he's going to make sure I can keep my guns, he's going to do this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that, and he's building the wall to protect the country, I'm going to go, hey man, I believe the exact opposite of you. I think Trump is the worst thing to happen to this country of all time. I think his trade deficit is ridiculous. I think his trade war with China has cost soybean farmers in the Midwest billions upon billions of dollars.
But you see,
however, you have every right to believe that. And I tell you what, let's find you being this far one side Republican, me being the far other side Democrat. Let's find something we can agree on. What do you think about abortion? Which is just like on Twitch.
That's a time bomb.
Do not talk about abortion on Twitch.
But dude, like this is what I'm saying though. Is like you have the mental capacity, you have the understanding to have these conversations. I can't. If that same guy comes to my channel, let's say take away the thing that I built here and the understanding that the longtime supporters understand where they come from and everything else. Like they know, like, you know, kind of avoid these conversations. Let's say it's just me and this guy. This guy comes in and he goes, yo, Trump is the fucking bomb, bro. This is the reason why. You better fucking agree with me, dude. I fucking know you do, dude. Look at you, bro. I know you got a MAGA hat in that fucking room somewhere. I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, I'm just trying to shoot the bad guys. How's Trump feel about capping the B flag right now? Like, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know.
How's Trump feel about
I got a cap B.
flag?
If Trump's down to
That's
cap B, bro,
actually-
I'm with Trump. Like, let's go cap B, bro. I'm down. Like that's not because I don't want to have the conversation. I don't know the difference between left and right. I don't know the difference between alt left and alt right. I don't know what Trump's stances are on this and that. I know the shit that everybody hears. It's unavoidable. The wall, impeach, blah, 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 blah. I know all that shit. I don't know anything. I don't know what is supposed to be what.
I think that's a very healthy way of dealing with it. Like,
yeah,
dude. Oh, you love Trump, bro? Well, I'm going to capture B flag right now.
Yeah, dude.
If Trump's down, come with me.
Right, dude. If he's down to come fucking cap B, let's fucking roll, dude. Like,
if Democrats are down, if Democrats are down too, let's go capture B flag.
If the Demis are down to fucking cap A and B, fucking bro, let's go, dude. Like that's all I got.
And,
but I just don't know.
I think that's a very healthy way of dealing with it. Like anybody who comes into a stream and immediately goes to politics,
you're a little off your rocker.
They're looking for a reaction
for sure.
And the reaction of that, like, yeah, if he's down with B flag, let's go, is a perfect fucking reaction.
Bro, if you're coming into my stream going, dude, fucking MAGA all day, hey homie, do you see all the shit in my room of my weeby fucking ass, bro? What do you mean? I don't know anything about that shit. You kidding me? Dude, look at this shit. Look at all this stuff. Look at this thing. Well, Trump don't know nothing about that,
bro.
Dude, I'll send you a link, bro. It's cheap as fuck. Well, like, I don't know. That's the thing too.
Somebody made it specially for you.
I wish, man. Kale's working on doing all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought maybe Kale sent it to you.
No, not yet.
Well, I actually did.
But like, sometimes I feel like an idiot because I don't know anything about that stuff and I didn't compute any brain power to learning. Like, there's a lot of like Joe Rogan podcasts that I just avoid. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. There's some that I'll listen to just because I think like maybe I'll learn something. Just like not even for like conversation. I listen to Neil deGrasse, Elon Musk. I listen to those for sure. People that are like retired CIA agents, stuff like that. I listen to that. I listen to those.
My question.
I think they're neat.
Did you ever listen to the Bernie Sanders one?
I tried, and what happened was I actually listened to the one Joe did after it, and the way he was talking about it, he was like, yeah, that was like not a great podcast. I think I listened to maybe like 20 minutes of it, and his voice on podcasting is like, I cannot do this.
Well, I think
I heard something like he talked himself in circles or something.
Well, Bernie's old.
Yeah, he's an old gentleman.
And so the idea of a podcast and the idea of relaxing from campaigning.
Was he just in campaign mode?
Yeah. I mean, you know, Rogan would ask him a direct question about stuff that he believes in, and he would answer it honestly and truthfully. But then he would ask another question, and it's kind of like, well, now you're campaigning.
Oh, was Rogan calling him out on it too? And be like,
no.
Oh, really?
No, he's like, you know, well, like, what about? So you're all about Medicare for all, blah blah blah.
Right.
How does that actually work? How can we actually pay for that as a country? And so you're gonna get the campaign answer, rather than the actual answer. Which, you know, to be honest, you could pay for 2/3 of Medicare for all by actually taxing Amazon.
I just came up with something interesting today on my drive home. I was like, hey, like we're having like a problem. What about all these dudes that get locked up And like, like, this is just, again, me not being educated. So these guys that get locked up for drugs who have a ton of fucking money on them and a ton of money is seized from their assets and their homes and things like that or whatever. Does that shit just sit in evidence as long as they're in jail? Or does that money ever it doesn't get put back into the fucking economy?
Nope.
Why? What are they going to do with it?
It's drug money, bro.
It was regular money at one point. Doesn't that make sense? Like, I'm not going to raise my voice on it, but doesn't it make sense? How much money do you really think is sitting there in evidence?
Wouldn't that, the more money you have in detention, the more valuable money becomes.
But whose purpose is that serving?
Hold on. It's like Fort Knox.
Right.
Which is everything the dollar is based off of.
Okay.
Is gold.
Who owns that gold?
Look, a dollar is a piece of paper.
Yeah. Well, who owns the gold in Fort Knox? Whose is that?
The government.
Okay, what do they do with it?
They use it to leverage the dollar.
Wait, why?
There's a
what do you mean leverage the dollar?
Okay. There's a finite amount of gold on the earth.
Correct.
So say you have 1 billion pounds of gold.
Uh-huh.
So if 1 pound of gold was equal to $1, which obviously it's not, we're just simplifying it. Then you have $1 billion.
Okay.
1 billion $1 bills floating around the U.S.
Okay.
Now, somebody in Georgia finds 200,000 pounds of gold. Now, there's $1 billion out there, but there's 1.2 billion in gold.
Okay.
Which means the dollar isn't worth $1 anymore. It's worth 90 cents.
Oh, never mind. It goes backwards.
Yeah, it's worth less because there's more gold.
So more
than
gold
there are
equals
dollars.
less. Okay.
Yeah. So gold is, it's like anything, like baseball cards.
Instead of maybe don't put the money back into the economy, but fucking use it to pay off shit. Like, why don't we use it for that stuff?
The rarer something is, the more valuable it is.
See, this is all a mess. I'd rather play Mario
okay,
Kart.
but like you can look at it as in like trading cards.
Okay. Yeah, give it to me that way. Give it to me in Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Give it to me that way.
All right. I'm gonna go baseball instead of Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's fair.
Yu-Gi-Oh
That's what you
for
know.
fucking
That's
3-year-olds.
If baseball's for 9-year-olds.
Yeah, baseball is definitely for 9-year-olds. Ken Griffey's rookie card. If you go to the Topps rookie card of Ken Griffey Jr.
Right.
Topps made 100,000 full sets.
Okay.
So Ken Griffey rookie card is worth maybe $5 because there's 100,000 of that rookie card.
Right.
Upper Deck intentionally only made 500 sets.
Okay.
So now the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card
is worth 5,000.
Is worth $5,000.
Right.
Yeah. So the less there is of something, the more valuable it is, which is the same thing as gold versus the dollar. We're running out of gold on the planet.
Okay. But we got all this money just not doing nothing, dude. Fucking pay.
All right.
Look,
but you throw all that money back into the economy.
No. This is what I'm saying. Do it like this. Take the money. No person gets the money, right? Let's say we'll take Texas. Okay, all the motherfuckers that are in jail in Texas, right? Shout out to the homies. What's up, boys? All these dudes are stuck in Texas, right? They're in jail forever, right? Let's say these dudes are forever. Fucking 25 to life. Everybody, these dudes got life. They got money. Where's their money? In the bank? Seized? In fucking
25 to life.
Maybe it's seized in like lockers and shit. Fucking they're already processed, dude. They're going to jail. The money, the evidence is done. They already got convicted, right? Whatever. They get appealed. Who fucking cares? That you have record of it being there. Take the money, put it in fucking Texas, put it into Texas. Put the fucking money that's sitting there, put it into Texas, put it into the treasurer that runs these places, and fix the fucking roads, fix the fucking schools, that kind of shit. Work. Why?
Why?
Why doesn't that work?
Because the money was never on the books to begin with. So it's worthless when you finally put it on the books.
It was printed.
Yeah, it was printed.
So it was accounted for.
But that doesn't mean it actually exists. Money is a false Dollars
This
are
is
a
that
false
we're going to
aspect
this is
based on the value of gold.
oh, okay, wait. Now you're going a different way.
Yeah, no, money does not exist. Money is a fake fucking thing. Credit cards are a fake fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
Cryptocurrency is a fake fucking thing based on the value of something that doesn't exist. Except with money, it's all about gold. Eventually, you run out of gold. There is no more gold to be found on Earth.
So
Period.
Then what do we do? Go back to fucking giving each
So
other acorns and
then
shit?
everything is a level fucking bunch of bullshit. Whoever has the most gold wins.
Okay.
I'm gonna pee my pants. I fucking hate
Is that
this.
what you're dancing around? Go do your dance. You want to be
dancing
done?
like crazy.
You want to be done or you want to go pee? No, I'm saying, do you want to go pee and then come back and then
we
we
got
can
a
be done?
good length.
I mean,
think
2.5
we got a good
hours.
length. I just
2.5
don't think
hours.
we got a good ending to this
Not yet.
podcast.
Like I said, I don't get it. We could drop the money
All
thing.
right.
I don't get it. Why
Well,
can't we use the money?
So the whole thing with money, the whole thing, and we kind of switched off political steps probably for good reason.
This is literally the longest political discussion I've ever had in my life.
It's never going to change anyone's mind. I'm just saying it's real easy as a streamer. It's real easy to say, hey, bud, you believe this? Hey, bud.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
other
yeah,
side,
yeah, yeah.
You
I agree.
believe this? Guess what? We both love fucking Destiny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super easy.
Let's focus on that.
Exactly, dude.
You
That's
know.
that's the way I go about it. It's just, hey, I'm doing this thing. Hey, by the way, how comfy is that Secret Labs chair? Super comfy?
So comfy that even though I probably peed my pants a little,
Go pee really quick.
it's the comfiest thing ever.
Go pee really quick. I'll thank everybody and then we'll do that thing. There you go. What the fuck? I told this guy to go pee already. Okay, chat. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate all of you and I love you so much. We're going to end this podcast here in a minute. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If your Thanksgiving is today, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Your Thanksgiving was yesterday. I hope you had a great one. Be safe. Do whatever you're doing. I'll see you guys all tomorrow personally. Sushi Fish Ninja, twitch.tv/Sushi Fish Ninja, at Sushi Fish Ninja on Twitter. Twitch.tv/Gerbiliscious over there. At Gerbiliscious on Twitter as well. Make sure you guys are following him. I'm going to be playing Destiny tomorrow. I don't know what he's going to be playing. Man, I really want that Secret Labs chair. It looks mad comfy. We put these on YouTube. If you guys want to follow those, !pod, POD, all one word in my chat. And that's where you guys will find those. This might be the last one. I don't know. We're about to figure that all out right now. So, question for you. 1, Secret Labs chair. Comfy? Worth it?
That's the only question. You said one, like there was more questions.
No, it's just it. Is it comfortable? Is it worth it? It's
okay.
hard. It's really hard for me to pull because that's if I get next Friday when I get paid, like I want to buy one, but it's like a lot. It's a lot of money.
I don't know if you saw my conversation with was it Ultra? I think it was Ultra on Twitter.
I didn't see it. No.
He asked about recommending chairs and one other thing I can't remember. I spent the last 9 months with a nighttime job 5 days a week. I would do schoolwork. I would get up at 7 a.m., sit in this chair, do schoolwork. Schoolwork, you know, let's be honest, I'm not doing it all fucking day. I'm
You're running around playing on Twitch and shit.
You know, check out YouTube, do whatever. A lot of time that I could have spent improving my stream, I spent on YouTube watching stupid videos.
That happens to me all the time.
Yeah. But so I would spend probably 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. in this chair on days that I worked. Days that I didn't work, I was literally in this chair from 8 a.m. till midnight or 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And I spent 9 months of that. And I have never once had any back problems like I had in my old chair. Any, like I sit in my chair with my wallet in my pocket.
Holy shit.
Which in my other chair caused problems. I had to take out my wallet because it started being a pain in the ass. Literally a pain in the ass. It's just all this stuff that I would have thought like, well, what do adjustable armrests matter?
I love adjustable armrests. Oh my god,
What
I
do
love mine.
what do being able to raise and lower them matter? Besides that, here. Besides being able to raise or lower them,
Right.
what is turning them inward,
Yeah.
middle, outward? What
Right.
does that matter?
I can do that with these. Yeah.
Yeah, what does that matter? Well, I mean, I had
And I
like,
can slide. I can slide mine back and
yeah,
forward.
slide forward and back.
Yeah.
I can do that too. What does any of that matter for a gaming chair? For me, I was like, I had this Walmart chair, basically. Gaming chair from Walmart, you know, with hard plastic armrests. And it is what it is. It was fine and cheap. But now I have lumbar support. I can lean back all the way. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I can do that in mine too. So
Show
like,
me.
so, lean all the way back, dude. Got you, doggy.
All right. So it is the lean all the way back with the chair actually reclining at the same time.
I can do that too.
So there's two things. There's two things. Like you have the straight up back and you just lean back.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. And then there's like locking it in place.
Locking it in place and then dropping
And
that
you
bitch
just-
down.
Yeah, and you just go full rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that. So here's my thing with these, right? A lot of people are like, a chair's a chair, blah blah blah. Not really. The thing is, like, with
No.
these, like this guy's good, that guy's good. The lumbar thing, it gets like, look at this. So it's OP seat. These have been pretty fucking good for a while, right? This thing's it's real flat. Okay, mine's really flat now. I don't know how new yours is, right? I don't know how new it is, but this one's pretty flat. It doesn't really help me a whole lot, but this is my problem with this chair. Okay,
Wait, hold on.
you see how loose
Hold
this
on.
is? How loose
Yeah,
that
no,
is.
no, no. Hold on. Why is lumbar support not where your lumbar?
I slid it up so you could see it. It sits
Okay.
down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I slid it up so you could see it. Like, this is
All right.
really loose. I hate this. And these. Wait, how do you see this? These guys. These little flares. I fucking
On
hate
the
it.
side?
Yes. I hate
Why?
it.
Because you got them chubby legs that
Yeah,
spill
dude.
over.
I want a flat ass pad, bro. Do you got that on that thing?
Let me turn the light on.
This is just a chair review now, chat. Oh, that looks so nice, bro. That looks so nice. And mine's like it's not cushiony anymore. I'm literally just sitting on like the metal. Yeah, I'm like sitting on the metal basically. Mine's like flattened out.
Yeah, it's pretty flat. And I like to sit like
I got one leg up crossed right now. I know what you're talking about.
Chris D'Elia
Yeah.
style, just spread wide.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I do. Probably because my balls are huge and my dick is tiny. But the chair itself, like you have the lumbar support that is a little cushion that you can move up and down.
Yeah.
You know, like in newer vehicles where you press the button
They're like,
and it
No
like
way.
extends out.
no way.
This has a dial. This has a dial.
Oh, that's so cool.
Right here.
My truck has that. I love
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah. And I always have my lumbar support as out as it can be.
See, like, this is me sitting flat. Like, you see how much room is between me and the chair? And it's
Yeah.
because this
Well,
is supposed
that's
to be
your hunchback.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I don't have a hunchback, but like I'm saying, this it shouldn't be that
What?
loose.
Well, I mean, that might be a putting it together thing because I know OPC is pretty quality.
I don't. Maybe I need to tighten something up, but it's just like I can't.
Maybe.
My lumbar thing, like that's, and like I have the thing locked, and I'm like rocking.
Like locked where you're not supposed to
I'm
be
not
able to lock.
supposed to be able to do what I'm doing right now.
All right, this is me not This is me locked, not being able to rock.
Uh-huh.
And the wheels are coming up off the floor when I do that.
Yeah, mine are not. I can look how much more I can do it.
And like the bounce back, the me rocking backward and forward is the bounce back from it saying, no, you're not able to go.
This is, I should not be able to do that, bro.
Okay.
I might need to flip the chair up and figure it out.
How much of your chair is plastic and cushion? How much, you know what? Ignore that. How much of your chair is solid steel?
I think just the bottom. I think there's like two things in the back that go up.
The entire chair that I have is solid steel. The armrests come up in a solid steel frame.
Yeah, this is like these parts that's pretty solid.
Well, you know, obviously like plastic comes up.
Right.
I would just, you know, a lot of like, it looks like your chair is leather. I got the micro mesh, so it's more like cloth.
Right.
So
it's worth the penny though, right?
Yeah, never has my swampy bunch of a taint felt so comfortable in a gaming.
It's hard to say. It's hot in here. It gets hot in here with the ring lights and the PC, and when I got 3 monitors running and then the lights and shit. It gets hot in here, bro. And in the summertime with all that, and then sitting in this chair, it's unbearable, bro. I can't do it.
Summer is the worst.
I am
Summer's
suffering.
the worst time for streamers.
It really is, dude. I've canceled more streams because it's too fucking hot than any other reason.
I'd love to stream you guys, but it's 112 in my gaming room.
I have many tweets that look like that. Like, look, guys, I got home and realized that it is hot as shit in here. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's where when you get enough money, you invest in the like portable AC unit.
I want that nice one that Lupo's got, that quiet ass one, but them things are like fucking about $1,000. See, John, the chair that I sent I sent John in a Rozzy chair. Rozzy chairs are fucking tight. I love them.
No.
I know. I like the one I had a lot. It was very specific. I don't remember which one it was. I liked it a lot, but I sent it to John, and that one for me when it was hot was pretty fucking decent. It wasn't too terrible. It was pretty fucking comfortable. But it still got pretty swampy for a while.
All right. You know, there's a couple different Secret Lab chairs in sizes. I got the Titan because I have very broad shoulders and very broad hips. I mean, the Titan is made for tall people, which you aren't.
Is it made for
tall people
for real?
Well, that's a thing that doesn't matter because you can still get the Titan and be ridiculously comfortable because you have a wider hip base and a wider shoulder base.
Right.
So like the shoulders here.
Yo, what's up, Tovar?
My shoulders across are, I don't know. I don't know. My waist is 42 because I'm a chubby fuck.
Right, 36 for me.
My shoulders are.
It is.
You're so cute.
Oh my! I hate you.
My shoulders are even wider than that. I can lean back in this chair, and my shoulders are fully cradled.
Yeah.
They're not hanging over the edge. Like I can't reach when I reach.
I feel
my
like
arms out.
but that's the thing too. I feel like my chair's too small. Like I know I'm a smaller dude. I feel like this is kind of like small for me.
Yeah,
like my arms are like going over the thing. You know what I'm saying?
All right. What?
Yeah, we're about the same. We're about the same, Trevor.
What part of your arm is hitting the edge of the chair when you lean back and reach your out?
Right there, right before my elbow. It's like
really?
Like these little things, those little guys.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a cutout.
What are you talking?
Like this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that part that's hitting that. So if I'm sitting in this motherfucker the way I'm supposed to, right, sitting straight up like that, that's that right there. That's hitting right there.
Okay. Yeah, mine are hitting my triceps as well. I'm actually kind of surprised that yours is that wide.
It's a fucking bucket of a chair, no doubt.
Yeah, like sitting in the chair itself, with me being 6 inches wider than you in the waist, I have about 2 inches, even with like spread Crystalia legs, 2 inches on either leg before it hits the armrests on the side. before it hits that railing, you know?
See, yeah. And that's the thing, because I have those little slot up things. Like Trover, exactly. You want something comfortable but not too tight. I feel like I'm I feel like I'm cupped in this bitch. I don't like that.
When you're playing a video game, if your arms are in here, because that's where they're on your armrest, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, like this is
here, being out where it's relaxed.
This is typically it right here. That's the armrest. It doesn't go. I can move it, kind of. I can move the left to right thing. It sits like that right there, elbow there, mouse, and that's where I'm at right there. This is how I'm sitting the whole time.
I like my my left armrest. I like actually having about an inch lower than my right arm.
Yeah, I dipped that one down for the keyboard and shit.
And I don't know what it is, like having your on the armrest and then you just have like a full pivot with the mouse.
Yeah, it's just that whole thing.
Because your elbow's an inch above the table level.
Yeah. That's the thing is like where the table that I have, my armrest hits right level with the table.
Yeah,
like it's
mine
right
actually. Okay, so I have my chair as high as it goes.
Yep, same.
I also have a desk that is way taller than most people's desks. Shit. I wish I knew how tall it was off the ground.
Mine's like 3 feet off the ground.
Yeah, mine is more than that. I venture to say 3'6", but I don't honestly know. It's just this giant, like, you would find against a wall in an office table that's 8 foot long. And
my camera angle is also very deceiving. Like these are big ass tables that I sit on, but like this is how I'm typically sitting in this chair, right? Not like this. So I'm sitting like this, and these little fuckers, and it just fucking digs into my legs, bro, and I hate it.
All right, I'm a little concerned that you're wearing capri pants.
No, I'm not. My pants are rolled. I'm hot. It's hot as fuck in here.
Oh yeah, no. I saw the okay. Still you can
the pants, bro.
You can show rolling them down, but they have elastic at the cuff.
Because they're joggers, you fucking uncivilized swine.
Because they capri pants, you punk ass bitch.
Capri pants cut off at the.
All right. No, I absolutely love my chair.
That was the basis of this conversation. Thank you.
It is the best.
Did you get it on sale or did you just like snag it up?
No, I just bought it. I had a bunch of money. I had so much money at one point.
Oh, you've had that for a while. I've actually never. See, that's the other thing too, because you always get up. I was under the impression that that's a new.
No. I've had it for since I moved into this place, so 9 months.
Yeah, I was under the impression that was new because I never see you get up because you always put your fucking BR back screen. Trevor, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome to the Sushi Gang.
No, I've had it forever. I've had it for 9 months, and I know there are other good chairs. I know there's a, but okay. I've put together 3 chairs. One for my original self.
Okay.
The cheap ass Walmart.
Right.
One for Mrs. Gerbil, an Office Max office chair, which looked comfortable.
Yeah.
And then this one. This is the only chair that felt heavy fucking duty.
Yeah.
Because each piece is made of solid metal.
See, the one
with padding around it.
The Erosi.
This chair was so fucking heavy. The UPS guy asked me for help bringing it up the stairs.
He's a pussy. The Erosi that I gave John was pretty fucking heavy. This one, not so much heavy. This one really doesn't feel super heavy. But like those are the only 2 chairs that like I've put together. And John's talking about Herman Millers and shit. If you didn't know, John, that Secret Labs has a office chair style that they do, and they're really fucking nice. And I would say that they are, and I've heard a lot of people say that they are as comparable to the Herman Millers with half the fucking price.
Secret Lab chairs go up to $800.
Yeah,
based on the covering that you get. I bought a $400 chair because I was rich, bitch. And at one point in my life. Yeah. And I would say if I was you and you were looking for a step up in a chair, like you've had an OPC, which is great. if you're looking for a step up, I don't think you could go wrong with Secret Lab at all. I literally think I will never have another chair. I think this chair will last me 10 years.
Really? Wow. I think I'll pull the trigger on it then.
I have the, okay, you know, you sit in a chair and it sinks in a little.
Yeah.
You know, because it's soft foam.
Right.
This isn't soft foam.
That's what I was about to ask you, because I noticed it doesn't look like it's been sat in at all. That was the other allusion to why I thought it was new.
This is not soft foam.
That's bananas.
The first time you sit in it, you go, oh no, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. This foam is so fucking hard, it's ridiculous. Nah, son. This foam is like the microfoam. You know, foam is a material with large vacuous holes so that when you sit, the air escapes. Now, if you make a microfoam where the air escapes really slowly, when you very first sit on it,
Yeah.
it feels like a solid.
Yeah. Is that what that is?
It feels like a wooden chair. But the longer you sit in it, the more it conforms to your body.
That's fucking dope. Trover, if you're looking for a chair that like you can lean back in, like most chairs, depending on what your price point is, like what me and Jerb were talking about, he's sitting in about a $400 chair, whereas I'm sitting in about a $250.
Yeah.
I can show you all kinds of chairs, but what I would tell you is to go to, if you're looking to get something like this in this price range, they have other ones. Actually,
I think OPC is great. OPC is great.
OPC is phenomenal. And
like middle level.
Right. And what I'm trying to think is, is there other version? Remember the big boy version that they have?
Yeah.
I wonder if if the Grandmaster is maybe the one that I would be looking to get.
Well, hold on.
Yeah,
also,
it seems to have the flat.
Also, if you're a smaller person,
he's about my size. That's
well,
what he was saying.
Just for so like Secret Lab has a sizing guide. So I'm 6'1",
right,
270 pounds.
Okay.
And they have sliders where you can adjust everything to it.
That I was looking at that today. It's pretty fucking cool.
And then you go to find my size. And recommended size for me, 5'9" to 6'7", less than 290 pounds. The Secret Lab Titan Stealth, Titan XL, which is 5'11" to 6'10", and carries the weight up to 390 pounds. That's what I have, is the Titan XL.
See, I was gonna go for the Titan.
Yeah, Secret Lab Titan. Yeah, you're shorty, 5'9" to 6'7".
Yeah,
and you don't weigh 290 pounds, even though
I weigh 275 pounds. I'll go get a fucking scale right now.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
how are you 5'3" and weigh that?
I'm
much?
not 5'3", you piece of garbage.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. 5'3.5".
You're so fucking annoying, you gargoyle. Literally, all I really want is a flat base. I just want a flat fucking base.
Yeah, no, I think you'd be pleasantly surprised with Secret Lab. All I can recommend is not getting. All right, so you choose Secret Lab Titan, not Titan XL. You choose it. You click on it. And they take you to the options.
Feel good to the body. Let's go.
$399.
Okay.
For Prime 2.0 PU leather.
Okay.
Or soft weave fabric,
which
for
is what
$429.
You have, right?
Yes, which is what I have. Or Napa leather for $799, which is just like chump. You're an idiot if you choose this. I would highly recommend getting soft weave fabric over anything. Leather
I would say
degrades over time, whether it's pleather or real leather. It's going to degrade over time. Fabric only degrades based on how you take care of it. You could say the same thing for leather, but you can moisturize your leather chair as much as you want. But if you're sitting in that motherfucker 12 hours a day, that shit's eventually going to crack and start peeling.
Right. Yeah. That's what this one's doing. The edges.
I could sit in this fabric chair for 5 fucking years. And you know what's going to happen? The fabric gets a little bit less dense. Okay?
See, and the only thing
Whatever.
where OP seat really fucking nails it is they get the they get people on the price point because their prices are fucking untouchable.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
no,
you're looking, and
great.
right now their Black Friday is $100 or $50 off office chairs, $100 off desks.
Oh, damn.
So you're
is
looking
there
at
a deal for Secret Labs right now?
it's like it's the very 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 specific. Well, like if you're looking at like OP seat right now, I'm on their website. You're looking at Masters, which are the type of chair that I'm sitting in, is $199. And then you're looking at the Grandmaster, which is the type that I should have, is $249. And that's just any of these. Where OP seats are made in the same factory as DX Racer. I fucking cannot stand DX Racer chairs. Yeah, I hate that they are some weird little staple.
Well, I mean, to be fair, all OPC it is a wider, taller version of DX Racer.
Yeah, it's like it was almost reskinned.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at the Titan, right? That's what I said I was going to go for.
Yeah. Regular Titan.
Regular Titan. He's out of here. Okay, Titan. I would like the.
And then you can use the code TEMPO at checkout. You don't need the XL.
No, I don't. It was like giving it to me. I don't want the XL.
Yeah.
So the 2020 series, right? That's what I'm going. That's what I'm looking at.
Yep.
2020 series. Bam.
And
$35 off.
It's hard to find, but you can also put a coupon code in there. I don't know if Tempo will work based on that one, but I'm willing to bet there are other coupon codes because of Black Friday and all that. You get another $20 off.
Put Tempo in there.
Down to like what, 370 or 359?
Tempo didn't do anything. 394 if I'm getting the soft weave stuff.
Yeah. With soft weave, yeah, it's $30 extra, so $399 to $429. Yeah. I got to tell you, I had leather chair, this chair.
Doesn't compare.
I mean, how long have we been sitting here?
About 3 hours.
I've been on since 5. It's been 5 hours for me. My ass feels great. Probably because it's beautiful.
Tovari Sports just subscribed.
I've never. Okay, here. How about this?
Tovar, thanks for the tier 1 sub, buddy. I love you, brother. Appreciate that.
How about this? I have never fallen asleep in my game chair. Until I got this chair.
I fall asleep in this thing all the time, but I can sleep literally anywhere, so that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, well, I can sleep anywhere too, but I always have something to do. I'm always busy.
I'll tell you what, when I do get up out of sleeping in this chair, my body fucking writhes in pain.
Oh.
I'm in pain when I get up out of this chair.
Like I'm not even in the laid back mode. I'm just watching something and then while rocked back like this, and then I'm just out. And I wake up, and
you just Gucci shit, dude. I wish.
I mean, you know, the neck pillow is great.
I bet.
But when you're leaned back in a chair, okay. So I have a 42-inch waist.
Mm-hmm.
On the chair itself, it does come up on your sides.
Yeah.
Like where your love handles are. And both me and you got love handles, baby. We can't deny it.
Yes, sir, we do.
But it doesn't bother my love handles at all, as wide as I am.
Really?
No. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. Like lumbar support, it's wide enough for my wide ass. It's wide enough for my wide love handles. It's wide enough for my wide shoulders.
I think just in true fashion of the way I handle everything is I'm gonna pick 2 of them. I'll put them up and let Twitter fucking vote on it. That's what it's gonna end up being.
Okay, here's Here's my main point. I could throw this chair off of the 3-story building, and all I would have to replace is the casters on the for the wheels.
Secret Labs, you down for a challenge?
I'm just saying, I would not have to replace anything. Leather chair, if you threw it off, it'd have scratches on the leather
and rips and shit.
And maybe there'd be a rip in the fabric for the fabric one. But everything is solid fucking steel. And I would not have to replace. There would be no bent armrest. There would be no broken anything.
I'm super excited.
There would just be like wheel casters, which are obviously the weakest
the plastic and shit. Yeah.
No, the base is metal.
What?
The base is metal. There is no plastic on these chairs.
Oh yeah, my whole base and they're all plastic.
There's no plastic on the SteelSeries chair. If you buy a SteelSeries chair and you find any plastic on it, come into my channel and tell me I'm a lying piece of shit. There is no plastic.
Boys. The
entire base is metal. The wheel casters are metal, but that's like that weak point where it's just a very skinny, like quarter-inch rod inside of a hole,
Right.
So if it landed on that, maybe that would snap. So you replace that. But you could throw this chair off a 3-story building.
Oh, no.
It's solid metal. There is nothing soft about this chair.
I really gotta get a new chair, man. I really want to get one. I've wanted a Secret Labs for so long too.
That's why I bought mine. And yes, Dr. Lupo influenced me 100% because I'm a fucking chump. Yes.
Sick as a Lupo?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
And he's taller than me, but he's a skinny dude.
I've seen everything like that everybody sits in, and it really comes down to Herman Miller. It comes down to Secret Labs. And that's about it. I mean, DX Racers for little tiny dudes, that's just the way it is. They say they make a big chair. They don't. Like, if you really look at it and really understand the dimensions of your body, and you understand the hydraulics that get used in these chairs, when they say that they're rated for this and that and the other, you're looking at thank you, Mr. for 300 chump minutes.
300 hashtag chump.
Hashtag chump. But when you look at that, that's what it's rated for. It's rated for the hydraulic, and the hydraulic will give out. And when that gives out, and when these brackets and this kind of stuff, when it's wiggly like that, that's why.
My old chair, the hydraulic started giving out, and every once in a while it'd sink an inch.
Yep.
This one is rated for 400 pounds.
Yep.
The Titan XL. If I get to that, I deserve it.
You do deserve it.
I deserve a sinking chair, I mean, I've actually, since I moved back to Oregon and lived a little more sedentary life, I've gained 15, 20 pounds.
Be careful with that UPS job, homie. It'll get you. The stopping at gas stations, getting some food and shit, it'll sneak up on you, man.
I literally don't eat all day.
You really shouldn't. Like, honestly,
I work
drink some water.
I work from 9 to 4. Don't eat all day.
Mr. The chair I'm sitting in, hashtag leftovers from the gerbil cage.
I had leftover pizza the other day, and I was so excited. I was like, I'm going to eat pizza while I'm driving. I left it at fucking home. Bro, I totally spaced it. I was so excited about leftover pizza.
And then you're hungry all day because you're all stoked about eating pizza, and you're like, fuck, I don't have any.
I don't usually feel it till like 3 or 4 o'clock. God damn it, I forgot the pizza.
See, I'm so acclimated to eating like food at a certain time that like at 11 o'clock, if I didn't grab something from the gas station, my stomach's like, what the fuck, dude? I'm starving.
You drive an actual truck, right?
No, I don't drive the big ones. I drive like the vans.
Oh, like looks like a minivan?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I drive.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Miss Gerbil did make me a lunch one day.
Hey.
And I was a dick about it, she said, because I was like, I don't need all that.
Rude.
But what happens? I don't know how you get loaded.
I load myself.
Well, yeah, but we show up at a storage unit place.
Uh-huh.
and wait for the full size UPS truck to show up. It's me and one other guy.
Oh, you do overload, offload. So
Yeah.
they bring you the extra shit,
Yeah.
and then you deliver that stuff. That's why that's why your route's so random.
Yeah.
Makes
Well,
sense.
it's not random. It's the same all the time, but it feels like, because more, I feel like it's like, hey, this is a normal UPS guy's route, and usually he's got 80 stops. Today he's got 120, so we're giving you 40. So he still has his usual 80 stops.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, that type of thing. But I get there they tell you to be there at 9:30, or they tell you to be there at 10. Every day is different. You call in the morning at 8 o'clock and say, hey, what time we starting? And they say, 9:30, 10. Tomorrow I'm supposed to call him at 7:30 because it's right
cool
after the holiday.
Call in.
Yeah. And I mean, you're supposed to call in, and maybe on a random day, like there's no packages, so they don't call you in. Not going to happen during this week.
Not peak.
Yeah.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
Not during peak.
But maybe like first or second week of January. Yeah. But
it'd be so tight. I would love to get a call and be like, hey, stay home. That's happened 3 times my entire time, and it was the greatest. And one time it ever happened, I was like, man, I really don't want to go to fucking work today. Like, I really don't want to go to work. And then I got up, got dressed, and my boss texted me. He's like, hey, don't worry about coming in. Not a lot for you today. I'm like,
I just got a text from Miss Dribble that said, ramble, ramble, ramble. Off topic, dude. Just so you know.
Fucking get them, dude. Well, what else do we even have as far as topics?
Sometimes they need a lady in your life just to say, hey, dude, you're a fucking idiot.
Fucking wrapping up. Well, I don't even know what else we have. I mean, we did a 3-hour podcast just now.
Yeah, I was just getting along the path of I show up in the morning. I unload an entire UPS truck.
Yeah.
And then I'm able to use my phone to scan one package, which tells me how many stops I have and how many packages total.
Oh, I just scan a piece of paper. That's all I do.
Yeah, or whatever. But yesterday was 40 packages.
Oh, you're lucky.
Or 40 stops, sorry.
Oh, okay. That's a little different.
72 packages. 11 packages to Safeway.
That's nothing.
I don't know if you have experience delivering to places like Safeway.
Yeah.
I wish I could just go to a loading dock and just give them 11 packages.
Yeah, no. You got to take them through the door.
No, I have to take them to the customer service center on the day before Thanksgiving when the entire Safeway is so overloaded that I'm ready to start punching random old ladies because they won't get the fuck out of my way when I'm carrying 100 pounds of card stock or whatever the fuck it was.
No, dude, you just gotta act like you are way more important than whatever they're doing, and be like, I just started walking through. Yep,
I'm
like, hey,
pretty sure I hit a Safeway employee with the corner of a box, and it was like, I don't care, fuck him.
Yeah, you just tell them, get fucked, get out of the way. You fucked, get out of the way.
At least when I delivered a Tractor Supply, I can go to the back dock and just open my bed and be like, yeah, you got 12 packages. Here's 1 through 12. Scan them, hand them over. They got a dolly. No problem.
It's not bad.
Yeah. But all the rest is my asshole.
No, you just gotta fucking move them out, bro. I deliver to a school all the time, and they're just like,
oh my God, don't get me started on that. Look at my face.
Oh, I know, dude.
I delivered to a middle school.
Oh, I'm sure they've been talking about
2
you
days
all week.
ago.
They've been talking about you all week. Like, maybe that weird guy.
I go into the office. I just got two boxes, 2 small boxes, delivering to a middle school, and I'm like, all right, Jesus Christ, I'm going to a middle school. They made me shave my chin, so I look even more like a pedophile than usual. And, I don't know if it was like this for you, but when I was in high school, there was no like buzz you through the door.
No.
There was just like, if somebody walks onto campus and wants to go to the office, they can just walk
Just
into the
walk
office.
in and go to the office.
Yeah. No, now they got to buzz you through a door. So I'm the weird UPS guy saying, hey, I don't know where you guys want this delivered. I've never delivered here before. And they go, this 60-year-old lady gives you a look like, is he really a UPS guy? Or did he just get a hold of a UPS, shirt and
costume
coat and is just a fucking pedophile looking to get inside?
Dude, I delivered to the same school all the time, and I buzzed the buzzer, and they go, can I help you? And they could see me, and I'm like, FedEx. And they go, okay, come to the office. I'm like, I know. And I go to the office, and I bring them their shit. Dude, it blows my mind all the time. I'm like,
there's not
the
even
buzz-in
that
thing sucks. And one of the other schools I delivered to, like, there's a buzz in. I got a buzz in to get in, and I didn't have to until like 6 months ago. And then I got a buzz in to get in. Sometimes those fuckers aren't even there. They're not even there. So I'm just sitting here, and half the time I just fucking drop it I'm like, I don't fucking care. I just drop it by the door and leave.
I waited outside of Tractor Supply last week for 30 minutes.
No, absolutely not. You get literally 3 minutes. That's the most I give you, and then go.
It's
see you later.
It's my last delivery.
Nope. See you later. Go home.
Every day. Every day it's my last delivery.
You know how many of these motherfuckers I've told, like, hey, by the way, like, I got shit I got to do. So, like, and I know you're doing your job and I'm doing my job, but like, I'm going to be here. I've timed it. I'm literally here at this time almost every fucking day. I'm giving you an hour window. Be on your toes for me to come through. I'm taking it. I'm taking it with me, and I don't care how much you need it.
You know, the best part for me was, it's a loading dock.
Yeah.
They can have full semis pull in there, whatever. But they have a little bell to ring. I flip up the plastic cover, ring the bell, and I can hear the bell from outside.
Oh yeah, I got a spot like that too.
I know inside that shit is loud.
Yeah.
So I ring the bell, and I wait 5 minutes. Nobody shows up. I ring the bell again, and about 3 minutes later, this 5-foot sushi, like twice as wide as you. But when I say 5-foot sushi, I mean 5'2", just so all your viewers know. This 5-foot sushi guy, twice as wide as you, comes out the door and he's like, hey man, you only need to ring the bell once.
I mean, like, that's weird because you didn't fucking come the first time.
You only need to ring the bell once. Sometimes we're helping customers and we can't get back here.
Sucks to suck.
And my initial reaction was, sometimes I want to punch people in the face.
They can get fucked, dude. There's a spot that I go to called Rexark. I fucking go. And as soon as that door opens, I stop. You don't open that door, I'm fucking holding that bitch down. You want it to stop? You want it to stop? You fucking come here. I don't fucking care, dude. I do not care.
Boy.
That's what I'm saying. I can't wait to make this video, dude. But the video I'm making is the difference between all of us. And I finally figured out how it works.
Difference between us starts at the penis.
That was a good one.
That's three.
That's three. That was a good one, dude. That was a good one.
That's 3 times tonight. You said the difference between us.
So it's USPS. Very nice people. They do the same thing. UPS, you guys bring the package up and you're gonna dust off the ground before it goes on there. You dust the package off, and you go, and then you put it down. And then FedEx is gonna come up and we're gonna look for where it goes, and we're just gonna go, just fucking throw it. And then fucking Amazon comes up and they just pull the package and they light it on fire and throw it behind them.
Who's delivering for Amazon though?
Dude, Amazon has delivery people. You've never seen them, dude? They have their Amazon wrapped Sprinter vans with fucking kids that are straight out of high school in a fucking, like, or at least for me, every single one of them has a camo jacket on.
And they
Like,
don't even stop. They just keep driving and chuck them out. Like a
pretty fucking
newspaper.
much, dude. They got a fucking like a safety vest on and whatever the fuck they want to wear underneath, and they just don't give a shit. They don't give a shit, dude. It's great.
Amazon's trying to get rid of those guys with drones.
Oh yeah, for sure. That ain't gonna happen.
All right. Fuck this podcast. Holy shit.
Yeah, 3 hours, dude. All right, so
3.5.
3.5. All right, so let's get out of the way. We doing another one this year, or are we done for this year?
That's all up to you.
I mean, your schedule is crazy, and mine is too. It's just
yeah, I know
scheduling part's
your
hard.
schedule is crazy, but I think we could probably like we did tonight, just kind of a
just work 'em
weekend.
out.
A weekend, if we do it live for the rest of the time until we're calmed down again, that's fine.
I think that's really where it's going to take. I think it's the easier to set it and carve it out that way, because like Mondays is when we used to do it. I work Mondays now, and then when I get home,
So do I.
I'm getting straight into streaming. Anytime that we had time off, me and Gerb are both pretty much streaming, so it's easier to just kind of merge the two together and do it while we're doing it. We'll probably just start. We'll probably just start earlier. Have and try to have a cutoff. That way we can get back to playing games and shit like that. But we'll get all that stuff sorted out.
Still going back to playing games after this, but
yeah, I gotta work.
Yeah,
so.
Mondays for me now are get up early, do schoolwork.
Well, that and our I also have to take into effect that our time difference, because it's 1:30 in the morning for me.
Oh damn, yeah, it is.
Yeah, so like the drinking thing, like it would be different.
Bitch.
Yeah, it'd be different if 1:30. What do you think? I've been yawning for the last hour. 1:30 in the morning.
Bitch.
Yeah, 1:30 in the morning. I could be drinking the entire time we were doing this, be drunk as shit and go to bed hammered, or I could start drinking at fucking 5, get drunk by fucking 7, and then be sober by 10. Like, that's different. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
That's different. I can do those things, but it's hard to just be like, I'm just get drunk now. Like, it's a little difficult. I can't just be like,
grow up. Grow up and get drunk already.
Fucking grow up. All right, so we're done here, boys. You can find us on YouTube, ! Pod right here. That'll get you to it. That's the YouTube channel. That's where all the past episodes are. We have 6 episodes up. This is number 7. This is the first filmed live podcast that goes up. So minus the hiccups and stuff. I know we got alerts going off, different shit like that. We are going to make eventually, I'm not telling you it's going to be the next episode. We're going to make an overlay that looks kind of like what you see on my stream, but we're going to have Gerb's chat and my chat flowing. We're going to have all that stuff so that way everybody can see everything, not just my chat and what's going on there. So we'll have all that stuff going. I'm going to make it and it'll look good. Any of you guys logo and shit, we're still working on figuring that stuff out. I didn't think we'd make 7 fucking episodes, so I never really went super full hard with the logo and shit. I didn't want to throw a bunch of money at it, but we'll get all that shit tightened up. You will hear momentarily, not in the live version, but you will hear the super duper awesome fucking outro.
Yeah,
intro
Nate, I'll see you guys later. I got a piece of that.
You fucked, Herb. So you'll see the cool outro and intro that comes along with the good old fucking fuck. I'm sorry, Indignity. Goddamn, I forgot your name. Indignity Jones made us a wonderful intro and outro. I love that man to death. I love all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate you guys being a part of the Distinguished and Chubby podcast. All the new followers, the bits, the raids, the hosts, the subs. You guys are phenomenal, both from either side. You guys are great. I appreciate all of you. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to the Thanksgiving episode. Goodbye to the Thanksgiving episode. And we will see you guys in like 2.5 weeks or something like that. I don't know. I love you. Goodbye.